but you're now used to being back into whatever you're doing on a Tuesday, right? Like you've gotten
Yeah,
back into the groove of things and still have energy.
I imagine Tuesday is like one of the better work days.
Yeah.
I imagine. I remember
I mean, everyone's
feeling that
favourite would
way.
probably be Friday.
Well, yeah. Do you know what's crazy? But getting closer and closer to the end of school, I think it specifically applied to school when it was, literally 5 days a week from 9 a.m. till 3:30, and let's be honest, my day was a lot longer than that. It got to the point where the only good time of the week was like when school ended on Friday. That was it. As soon as you get to Friday night, it already feels too close to the next week. You know the thing about how Sundays kind of suck because you're kind of just waiting for the week to start. That's true, but it started getting closer and closer to the start of the weekend. That feeling, like I absolutely had that feeling on Saturday night. It's like, oh man, the weekend's basically over on Saturday night.
It's so over, like halfway through.
Yeah, but Sunday never felt like a free day. It just felt like you were waiting for Doom to come.
Yeah. Weekend is not perfect system.
No.
More weekend days.
Well,
apparently the perfect system is like Sunday and Wednesday is the most efficient.
If it was 2 days.
Because you always appreciate a day off, right? But with 2 days, one day kind of falls to the wayside. So that's like a thing. I think it was like was it something Grey? I think it was YouTuber.
Who?
Did a video on it. I don't remember. It's like 3 letters and then Grey. Yeah.
3 letters in grey.
Not in Grey, but like 3 letters. A series of 3 letters and then the word Grey. Point is, smart guy, probably. Think so. He goes around and reads library books.
Letty Grey. No. He goes around and reads library books. Wow.
Yeah, like he travels the world to find library books that
Tom
help
Scott.
his research. No. Just invite me, Harry. Fuck it, hell. This guy over here that's not inviting me.
That you need that. Am I
not? Because I wasn't joining.
My status not available, or anything. I think even if it wasn't, you could still click on it and go to the join section.
No, it didn't say you were playing anything.
Well, fuck me, I guess.
Please, no.
No. What?
Please, for the love of God.
Why not?
You reek.
Change of heart. I don't appreciate this. I'm pretty sure pretty sure I smell of nothing.
But that's because you can't smell your own scent.
And if you shit yourself.
It's not your own scent, it's your own shit.
What do you mean? Not coming from you, is that what you're saying?
Around the pots of gold, barkeep.
What?
The rainbows.
And it's not. It's not coming from you, because.
No, I'm saying that your natural musk isn't the smell of your shit. That doesn't count. Like if you shit in the toilet, you're like, oh yes, my natural aroma. Like that's not how it works.
I mean, can't think of a more natural aroma.
That shit's unnatural. How much that reeks.
Yeah, let's get
Maybe
off
all
the
asbestos I drink.
Drink. How'd you manage that?
Put it in a smoothie.
Let's get off the topic of scat.
We were not talking about that specifically.
That's what that is. It's just poo.
Like that.
Poo.
Yeah, but no, that word is not just poo. Poo is innocent. Poo is the thing that. Like,
well, okay. Sorry, I'll jump. I'll jump in again. Let's not go to the topic of scat then. Cool. Probably not
You've
even
got
really
it closer to that.
I know, but it doesn't mean I want it to be there, does it?
No.
Didn't
But you
quite
brought it
realise
up.
what I was saying. I think,
The fuck is Stylecraft?
who?
All the recommended channels that are on Twitch, because I can see them on the side. It's got like 1,000, 6,000, 3,500. They're all just playing Stylecraft, and I feel like it's just another one of those things that's occurring.
Like,
Just another one of those
oh,
games
is
that's
that...
sort of blowing
Hold
up.
on, is that new game? No, the First Descendant is what I was thinking. I don't think it's that. I didn't even register this as a longer
What the
mission.
fuck?
Good chance of getting something. What? You just see a ghost or a little child
No,
run across your room.
I've looked at what it is. I think it's like Rust mixed with Minecraft,
Wow. Wait, I don't know what that means.
or maybe like DayZ mixed with like it's like literally it's like everything's blocky and shit. The craft thing, I don't know, man. I don't know why it's got like 13k viewers. So
I don't know
like
why.
trending.
I don't know
Just
why
for some
what
reason
pops
they're
off. I
recommending
don't know
a bunch of
why
stuff.
the stuff that pops off does pop off. It just doesn't. Half the time I just can't.
Ollie,
Sorry, more than half the time I just can't wrap my head around it.
It's just like some sort of cosmic shit, I'm pretty sure. Also, why? Oh, okay.
Industry
you can
plant.
see that close.
Industry plants. Like Kid, not Kid Rock. Someone like that.
Ultimately, it
Justin
is like,
Bieber.
it is like down to those people as to what trends, right?
What
Like
people?
if Twitch decided.
Oh, Twitch, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it
like
kind of
if,
is.
if,
Yeah, but
if
where
they're
does their
like, no,
incentive? Are they being paid by these companies? Yes.
I don't know. Sure. But yeah, like if there's like I don't know. Well, I'm surprised Power World occurred, right? Because it was like I'm surprised Nintendo weren't like ban that. Ban
Well,
that
yeah.
now, ban
Aside,
that.
well, aside from that, it's weird that didn't happen. It's not weird that Power blew up. It was like it blew up because of that. Like, whoa, this
Yeah.
is like Pokemon, but with guns and also clearly an asset flip, or made by AI. One or the other, maybe both.
you lot,
Asset flip made by AI.
sit down.
I think. I mean, well, it has like died. I'm pretty sure. By like any
Well, what do you mean by
any real
died
form
though?
of definition.
What do you mean by died? Because it's still,
I
I think it's
mean-
still like pretty. We saw the Steam charts last week. It was like, you know, it wasn't low at all. It wasn't.
Yeah, but compared to what it was.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's died. Very few
It
games have
fucking
that
does. If,
kind of
if a game
longevity.
loses like 90, yeah,
No,
that's when you say a game has
absolutely
died.
not. What do you talk? That's so not how games are at all. Like if they keep a
If a
decent player
game
base,
loses like 99% of its player base, the fucking thing died.
that's like every game then except CS:GO.
What the fuck is this? Is this fucking cover?
Yeah.
Can't bother.
Have you got any extra range on that Kraken?
No. You need to bring the car again.
I forgot that. I wanted to talk about some of the comments that I've been getting.
I need the mule right here. Right.
Not just on YouTube.
Zip.
Mainly on Reddit actually. Although there was that one. I'll start with that one actually, one of the YouTube ones. So this is for the Race for Overdrive video. It was the guy who... Actually, I think I have them right here. Oh yeah, the guy said you could just use fire bullets, you know. Better since you can maintain DPS. And it made me realise that guy didn't, not only did he not watch the video, I don't think he even read the title. Necessarily. Because I wasn't hiding the fact that it's like there's clearly two halves
Oh.
to the situation. One of them is DPS, one of them is AoE. And within the first few minutes, I show on screen the two separate builds I'm going to use, and the second one is the DPS one that uses hot bullets.
Then it's probably referring to the first one.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the point? Given that there's two, one of them is what he's talking about. What do you mean?
Well, the other one isn't.
Thanks.
What do you fucking expect from me, eh?
Not that.
Just me to agree with you. Yes,
Oh.
Harry. All commenters are stupid, and you were always correct.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, Harry. You're never wrong.
Shredder dead. Got it right before the eye.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Harry.
Tell me again. Why was it that we needed to kill the barnacles?
These stingtails have outdone their welcome. What just occurred?
No one
You killed me there.
Me?
No, the spreaders. Yeah. You have explosive chemical on your crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, that can kill you. That'll do the trick.
I got the spreader. What a mess.
Woo!
I'm gonna freeze this freeze bomber.
That's his bit to try attack. Well, that's a good way to say
Well,
goodbye to them. That's a good way to say. Actually, I forgot. I thought there were more YouTube comments on that. I don't know why. It was actually just Reddit. Oh, did this guy get downvoted? No, he didn't. It's just sort of weird stuff where people like assume what I'm, you know, saying, right? But they'll say like, "You want AOE? You take Burning Hell or Bullet Hell." And I'm just thinking to myself, I said that like a dozen times during the video.
They just read the title.
But they think that's like my. They think it's like your my mantra, basically. You live and die by whatever you post on the internet. I didn't even say it was good. I didn't even say it in the title. It's the fact that I made that video and they saw it. Basically, they can't imagine me using anything else, I guess. I was constantly saying, like, if you want, you know, if you want to crowd, and then someone else is just like, you know, use the Thunderhead or the autocannon, and I said that a lot as well. It's just like, oh well. That's why I don't comment, and like, that's why I don't respond to this kind of thing, like, properly, because I know it's just like, you know, haven't watched the video kind of thing, and I'm not going to make them watch it. It doesn't really bother me. Quite interesting.
Get on board.
Let's
What
get
people are
it.
willing to say.
Yep.
There was another one by a guy called Flapjack.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is actually a bit more in depth. He was basically questioning why I wasn't taking stun on the aggressive fencing build, and it boiled down to me to the fact that he's kind of correct. Well, he's not making a bad point. It's just that it wouldn't change what happened. I still won the mission. I didn't go down at all. I was still fine. And if anything, stun would actually make it harder to use aggressive fencing because there would be enemies who would be stunned, possibly further away from you when it actually goes off.
What in the cock is this? Wow, you fucking dicked in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
2 elite tri-charges. Fucking yeah.
Jaw-dropping experience.
Sleep prep, maybe. Yeah, it was interesting. What was interesting was the fact that that one did not get anywhere near or is not doing anywhere near as well.
You don't give a shit about them either. All that overclock. Or it just never, it just didn't catch the algorithm.
No. It didn't do bad enough for me to be like, oh, what happened? But it was still interesting because the pump action one's still, you know, going up by like 100 or so every few hours. Pretty sure.
Make another
Um,
closing.
On one fighting fun. Moving dirt is the best way to make a living.
YouTube is a
You snooze, you lose.
inconsistent ally, much like Joe Kessler.
So,
Not always there when you want it.
fucking fuck is a Joe Kessler?
A hallucination.
Ah,
No flares
you
ready.
would know his name.
Yeah, because they said it.
You would.
You wouldn't. I could say the same thing with the same tone to you that you
Maybe
wouldn't.
we're not gonna
Because that's
die
not
after
surprising.
I don't be remembering names. I think I probably should look that up.
You do be remembering plot points though. Better than me.
Yeah,
Consistently.
because I don't use my brain space for pointless names when I know what they look like and what their character does. Oh shit, I'm about to be beaten.
You say that like you have a choice in what your brain's like space like what's
Can
taken
elite
up.
enemies not get like stunned or feared?
Uh,
Because I was dueling the elite slasher and it didn't care. Normally it like ah and then runs away. But it just didn't.
I think they can. I don't know if they have a
Oh,
resistance.
come on! Please, go on! Yeah, you're fucking welcome! I just killed 2 separate predators that were running past.
Like an anti-drive-by. Inverse drive-by.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I don't really choose what goes in my head. I've just latched onto... That's not true. I look up the names of people very often. But I didn't look up Joe Kessler, for example.
Time to pay
So is that the actor or the character?
That's the fuck you. That's the character.
Do you know the actor's name?
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's pretty famous. He's from Walking Dead. He's the guy who bashed that guy's head in. He's one with the bat.
Hey, hey, hold on. His name
Negan.
resides in my head. That's the one. I would never have said that, but I did know it.
Yeah.
I really forgot that they added a freeze burst explosion. Because that was recent, right? That is not always
That's
in there.
yeah. That's like yeah. That's season 5.
Hold your breath.
Yeah, which is sick as fuck.
It is actually. I think it gives a reason
Even
to
the
use
car of this is pretty cool.
neurotoxin with it. I mean, it's actually that's not, I'm pretty
Oh
sure
right,
it
is that
works.
what how it works?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it does. Because I know they changed it so that
I mean,
you couldn't do it with.
shit. That's like sick fun.
I know they changed it so you couldn't do it with cryobolts, but I think that does imply that you probably can. I assume you can, because that'd be a good idea.
Follow me,
That's
Steve.
how that works. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
So you watched it then, I assume.
I did indeed.
Yeah.
I watched it when I got
I-
home.
Yeah, I too watched it, and I find it interesting how this episode, I would say, has the opposite problem of the previous one.
That's interesting.
It is too full of good shit, and I feel like if they threaded it out between the 2 episodes somehow, it would have been better.
It just
Like
it
the
tells me
amount
so.
of shit that occurred in
Yeah,
this episode.
basically. Okay, that's good. So I didn't know if you were going to be like down it because yeah, it was a not
No,
only was
it
a
was
much
fucking
better
fantastic.
episode, but it was a very
Yeah.
good episode as well. And it
Yeah.
tells me that there's a distinct difference between well, the showrunner. He just has I guess an interesting set of sensibilities, in that he can clearly
You
just.
didn't mean to do that.
I don't even know what
You
just
were
happened. I just picked up an egg out of nowhere. I just picked.
I threw it at Molly. You just picked it up when you tried to deposit it.
What the fuck? Anyway,
Teamwork, baby.
yeah, I guess accidental. The showrunner clearly has like a weird like set of sensibilities where, it's like he wants to do like weird like taboo shit, even though he's better at just doing good action drama.
Well, it's real human problems.
Yeah.
Right?
That's why I say like, action drama, action slash drama, either one separately or combined, basically.
Yeah.
And so when the episode is kind of just that, there's still some weird shit.
Oh.
Like the web weaver thing was kind of annoying. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that was terrible. I
Um,
think Web Reaver as a character is a net negative to the series. He's been nothing but
Yeah.
a pain.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember if because yeah, a lot
but
happened as well. That's the
also,
thing.
with that being said, what Homelander did there, that's new,
Well, I
right?
appreciated that.
Like he's never grabbed someone and tore him in half, right? He normally just like uses the laser beam or some bullshit. But like that was an actively cruel way of going about it.
Yeah.
Like he is like breaking to the point where obviously that's like a visual, right? Like the reflection of him on the smash table. Which I think that really is a thing though. This episode, everything fell apart, right? That's why it's my problem.
Yeah, almost.
Literally, everything, every single person had a change in dynamic. Like is in a new situation, is in a different position. Some of them for the better or worse, right? Like that. I feel like wasn't really explained.
I guess Firecracker isn't.
The whole Frenchie and Kimiko thing actually I think resolved quite well. To be honest with you.
I like
especially
the
since I now think
implementation.
she probably will talk.
I thought it was going to happen at some point during that. As in, I thought.
Yeah,
not that I assumed it would happen in this episode. Just there were moments where I thought she was about to.
I think there was a moment where she tried to.
Yeah, I think she
what it looked
almost tried to.
like. Yeah.
What was I about to say?
But now I think she's finally explained the reasoning. I think it's just got to like give her a reason to talk, right?
I mean, it's
And then
probably
that'll be
easier to talk about it through like the characters instead of like scene by scene. Because I don't remember the order of everything. Because yeah, the Frenchie Kimiko stuff, it was better because it was it was literally just about the geometry, like where they were when they were doing that, when they were just going through whatever they were going through. The fact that they were working with the doctor or scientist.
It makes me think that like, I don't know.
The show didn't physically go out its way in terms of where we were to deal with them.
This plotline could have been occurring during the last episode, right? Like it easily could have. Frenchie, like Butcher could have gotten Frenchie out of jail like almost immediately, right? And then like, because honestly, Kimiko being pissed at him is really not played to like any real effect because there was not enough time to, right? Which is the thing. Like, it's like she's slightly mad at him and then completely forgiven. And then so it's like I really think that whole bit could have been done. Like, because last time Butcher just walked around, did not much of anything to the doctor guy, right? Like, no progress was really made, until he finally realised that the dude who was clearly a fake was fake.
It didn't feel particularly fair for him the doctor to go off on them. I mean, I understand he just needs to get out of there, but
I think he knows that they're going to use their wife, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what it. Yeah,
he
I guess
knows
Frenchie didn't
that,
really
like,
do her job.
He believes that.
Yeah,
he believes that they'll like let him go, that they're not gonna like kill him or anything. But he also knows that they're gonna use it on his wife, so he just needs them dead. Plus, apparently, he's been working
the thing
with
about
like a while.
I mean, the Kimiko thing first. I mean, it was a pretty good scene when she does get it. Because I had a moment where I was like, whoa, are they gonna kill her? I didn't think for sure, but then it was like, oh, so he gets the saw. I was like, that's actually not a bad moment where he has to saw her leg off. It's pretty good.
I think that could have been a really.
Because they haven't had to do something like that before.
Scream or something, right? Like, like that would have been like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the best part about it, in that the backstory about... Oh, why did I do that? I want to shoot Steve. The backstory about why she can't talk was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
I was surprised.
Makes more sense to whatever we were going off for, which I can barely remember, but I remember it was like, I don't know.
I think it was...
trauma, right?
Well, it is.
He
When
was
it
just
is,
like, oh... Yeah, it still is, but like it was just trauma of like watching her family die, right? Like that was what she said it was.
Steve
at least
before the
that's what she told her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like because they got into a situation where they just had to keep quiet or something, and the threat of like punishment.
I think it was something like that, but then she did watch her parents die or some bullshit.
And then obviously, did you notice when she had the baby leg?
Didn't she what?
When she had a baby leg, yeah.
I didn't actually see it.
At some point towards the end of the episode.
Well, yeah, she was regrowing.
Sitting on a box, like a baby leg dangling.
I mean, her regeneration is like notably better than like live action Deadpool's. Like, it's not really relevant, but like.
Yeah, it's actually much
Deadpool
better.
In the movies.
Well, if Deadpool if he loses a limb, it can take a while.
Bottom half.
It took longer than that.
Let there be light.
Yeah, I guess. His arm took like half a day.
Well, Kimiko, she came back from like a dead injury, like a death injury, like pretty quickly, like one that would have killed her. in the first episode. I think it was of this season.
I mean, it's been like every episode she's been main somehow. Which the question is, ultimately, the virus kills anyone with V, but Kimiko specifically probably wouldn't die. It would be worse than death, right? Like her body would keep her alive, but never be able to.
Well, I guess it's just anti whatever the DNA is that gives them the powers. In a way. I don't know if that's really a very comprehensive explanation, but it would kind of just act against it in such a way where the powers probably wouldn't be able to act against it. I guess it wouldn't feel very correct. As in, I think that's the end of Kimiko's interaction with the virus.
Yes, in all likelihood.
I think that's the entire point, so they don't have to bother with that.
I guess that was it demonstrating that Kimiko would be alright.
Yeah.
So at least she wouldn't be able to out-heal the virus. Whether or not it would kill her, I still think she'd probably survive, but in like a state of death.
Yeah, she'd just be staying. She'd
like
just
never
be
be able to
dying.
regenerate out of dying.
Yeah. Fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah, so worse than death.
Yeah,
but
much worse.
Still. But yeah, now they say they have the means. Isn't it like they're not capable of killing Homelander still, but they can kill Victoria?
Yeah, which is like that. I guess that
is where this is gonna go.
lends
right,
itself to what the resolution of the season's. Yeah, but it's like thing is, you know, it's not gonna be Homelander. Basically, it's like, oh, we could kill Homelander. Obviously, they can't kill Homelander now. You know that. But I mean, it's like it was always down to, oh, we're gonna try and get one of the two, like with this. But it was never gonna be Homelander. But they're like, you know, they're confident about killing Newman. You know, which kind of like.
Well, it's possible, right? As
yeah,
said it, prejudice. Like...
But nothing that the main characters are confident about
You want something done
happens
right?
properly.
You gotta do it yourself.
Well, yeah, no, that in itself isn't gonna kill her. Or at least like yeah, no, it's not going to be as simple.
I do feel like Homelander might do
injecting
it for some reason. I don't know why. But
well, Homelander is going to snap, right? Like he's it.
Or
this is it.
Maybe actually more pertinently, Homelander might snap. And if Homelander snaps, I don't think Newman's likely to. I don't think Newman would turn on a heel, but I think she would turn on Homelander if he snapped because she. For example,
I don't think she won't have to turn.
I know, but it's like the scene with like her and Huey, where she's like she clearly still likes him.
She's basically just in the mindset that this is the only way through this situation. She just has to like deal with it. Like it's the only way that her and her daughter will be safe. Is in a world where I guess supers are in charge, right? But
even though she did that to her daughter.
Yeah. Just like I don't know, she's weird. She both hates being a suit and like thinks it's neat. Probably because of Homelander, right? She can't stand being at a whim. I don't know. But I think if we Frenchie and that are done, so probably her next, right? Because I mean,
character moments tier list.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should just get through the boys actually. Which I think Mother's Milk probably a good next one. Well, I guess that's like Mother's Milk season is like a bigger thing. That basically everyone is like, can we leave? like everyone's like thinking about just like running away. Like Starlight obviously is. And I think Huey would be down. He's gone through a lot of shit. Which is why it's weird that she's saying she wants to run away. And I mean, I know she's had it rough as well, but fucking hell, dude. Yeah,
the one thing that I'm really sort of not this. Yeah, I guess not. You know, not really, but kind of anxious about as far as like the writing goes in a vacuum of the show, is whether or not Huey is written the way that he should be. Like,
well, I saw
it's,
there was a comment.
It's really teetering on whether or not the writers know what shit's been through or not.
But there was a comment that was made by the fellow, I'm pretty sure. My source is an Instagram bottom text thing, so take that with as much salt as they can possibly put on something like that. But apparently, when asked about it, he just said it was funny. The whole
Yeah, the
like,
showrunner
someone
did.
said it's like
But
how cruel it is that Huey had his father die and then he was like sexually harassed by his like childhood hero, and then he was like, that's a really dark way of looking at it. I think it's hilarious. Like,
yeah, so
like,
the response to that is, in a vacuum, pretty shitty thing to say, to be honest. But at the same time, in the episode, he kind of, Huey like basically breaks down at the end.
yeah, but no signs of anything since. But like
In this episode, yeah.
like I thought we would be picking up with him like not being able to deal with it anymore, but ultimately Starlight is having a far bigger problem than Huey is. He actually seems pretty fucking chill, in all things considered. So it is kind of like, but it does seem to be building up that I assume this season is going to end with a quasi win, and the boys are going to like break up for a while,
So
right?
the
And there's
other
gonna be,
thing I
like,
was
a
going to
time
say
jump.
though is that it's very possible that he seems like the kind of guy who would just say shit to drum up drama and attention to the show.
Oh yeah, I mean, and like distract from where the story is actually going. Like that is going to play an effect, but he didn't want to give it away.
Well, yeah, he actually did that with Kessler. What's it? Oh yeah. So I think it was like before maybe the season started, or maybe actually very recently, possibly even before last episode when it was revealed. He said something about how he would love to do like a spin-off with that character or whatever.
Right.
So
Kessler being the tumor in his head.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, I guess he is like maybe playing it off, which I hope so. Because even now, in all fairness, like I guess because now we are talking about Huey, Huey is getting it even worse still now, right? Like,
He
it's
doesn't know
fucking-
it
I mean,
though.
Well, Starlight more. No, he doesn't. But when he does realize, because let's be honest, the shapeshifter is going to be a very fat, very hairy creature. Once it's
Oh, I
revealed,
forgot
right?
about the fucking shapeshifter. That was
Yeah.
I didn't hate that because that kind of spoke to the excessive brutality of the boys, which I've never had a problem with. I take more issue with the I think the sexual excess rather than the brutality. Whereas like it's just like it's a needlessly fucked up way to portray shapeshifting powers, where the person literally has to tear their skin
It's
off
like-
every time.
Tear the old shit off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange.
But
um,
to then have Huey essentially. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, so that annoyed. I almost like started with that because that's the thing that annoyed me the most about the episode, because it was almost my favourite part. Because, and this is the main reason why, and I guess it's kind of weird to talk about sex scenes in this way, but The Boys is so full of like horrible sexual stuff.
Yeah, it was actually like a nice moment.
It was actually like
between the two.
nice for both of them.
And it's like, especially
And for
like,
it to be
when-
just
'cause, like,
completely
when
false.
Huey was like passed out asleep, and then like Starlight turned over and smiled. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. And then like she got out of the bed weird, and I'm like, oh. At that point, I'm like, yeah, that's.
I wasn't sure until the eye thing. To be honest, I was suspicious, but I wasn't sure. So, for fuck's sake, could it not have been like real?
Well, the thing is, she moved around like shapeshifters do in movies. Like the
kind of.
Scarlett Johansson in X-Men, like the
It's
exact
not
same
ScarJo.
shit.
Tyler, what the fuck? ScarJo's Black
Than the other
Widow.
one.
Jennifer Lawrence. Mystique.
Yeah, they're like identical.
Safety
And women.
Yeah.
Let's put some jumpers on.
But yeah, no.
Like even with
fucking-
the thing with the costume, because obviously I guess you could see that as a tell. It's like it's weird that she's had a change of heart about costume, but it was like, no, because mainly because I can see
Activated.
why. I can see
It
it.
also-
As far as like their
it
relationship goes, I
also-
completely understand why it would be, even if they hadn't talked about it before, for her to assume that he's probably thought about that before.
The thing is though, is it also makes you you're gonna like either it's really really poorly written, or the shapeshifter gains their knowledge as well at the same time. Because there's no way the shapeshifter would have known that they had that conversation.
No.
known what the safe
I'm
lock
saying
is, like.
the lock. Oh, okay, maybe.
Yeah, like it had to put in a code. It had to know that like where the outfit was that Huey like threw out, right?
the
And that they even
code
talked about
could
that in the first
be-
place.
The code could be written down somewhere. Yes.
No, but it doesn't. Yeah, but it's the other thing. The other thing is way more important.
Well, the other thing,
Like-
well, what I just said though was that I think it's very possible. What you mean about basically his fantasy? That was
Well,
saying
that could just be
because
said.
I was
She-
saying
like,
that
that doesn't
could
even
have
have
very
to be
easily
true.
not have been a conversation they had. That's a very easy
No,
assumption.
but like the shapeshifter Starlight walks in. It's like, yeah, you were right about like what you told me.
all right.
And it's like, how would she know? Like, it weren't a shapeshifter at that time. I don't think.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to agree that it makes more like the idea that they take on the knowledge does make more sense, especially because that's a more dangerous and interesting version of shapeshifting.
Yeah.
You are dead.
Oh, there's a call lock in here as well.
It's free call locks. Yeah, it's nice.
Call locks. One call lock, 2 glass tops. And a fucking menace. Yeah, but yeah, poor fucking Huey. But I mean, yeah, so they're like thinking about running away, well, not running away, but like leaving, which I mean, they're not really one, obviously, bringing back to Mother's Milk. Obviously he isn't, but that's a theme, right? That's a notable theme. Can we acknowledge
What is
that, like,
running? Well, wanting
like
to
them
get away.
people thinking to just leaving? Yeah, like
Oh, we got more than
first
just.
of all, I mean,
this
I
shit.
don't want to bring. I don't want to bring him up too much yet. Because he's deep in the octopus. They wanted to leave.
I don't want to talk about Deep or A Train.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying they wanted to
Oh!
leave. That was earlier on, though, obviously. Then now, yeah, Mother's Milk and his ex-wife, I think, it's the relationship, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to run away. Starlight and Huey are talking about it. Obviously, and then yeah, A Train and actually, like basically everyone other than Butcher and Homelander just want to leave. like they just want to get the fuck out of there. Actually, Kimiko and Frenchie are always like only a moment away from leaving.
At any given time, yeah.
Yeah,
They
just
talked
like
about it, but I
passively.
think in previous seasons.
Yeah. So it's kind of it is definitely going to be how this season on, with everyone like kind of it being a quasi win, which is why I think once again Victoria is going to like die, because it's like that's like 50% of the win done. But then ultimately Homelander will gain more power than ever, and they're probably just gonna like run away, like run away. But also, you know, they're slightly safer. Their heads aren't gonna get blown up at any given time, but there's still Homelander around. It's kind of how I picture it. But yeah, the group breaking up is like definitely how this season's going. And that's not just them though either. That's the 7 as well, I assume. I mean the 7's completely crumbled at this point.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It has. The thing I was wondering about with the shapeshifter is I actually prefer the term skin changer in this case. But that character is working for Sage more so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because, especially after, you know, the way we leave Starlight in the episode is like in some basement somewhere.
Yeah.
Not like.
And she sees someone. Like someone comes in with like boots. I think it's the sound effect.
Yeah.
Which is most likely Sage.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Well,
which
which makes me think that maybe their plan isn't necessarily, you know, it might be a bit different to what you expect,
Well, the thing
given
is,
that she's
if
been
Sage-
kicked out.
yeah, if Homeland is now no longer helping Sage, like she can just change teams, right? Like, oh, if Homeland is giving me shit, then why don't I just work with Starlight, right? like some shit like that, or like,
Exactly.
you know, use her at the very least.
I mean, that could
Getting
happen.
to Starlight was always part of the plan, right? In fact, this was probably set in motion before she even got kicked out. So it's going to be like she's going to be there, like I don't even need you anymore, like that kind of thing, or like you know. But I think she's also now in a really interesting place. I know we're going to kind of talk about the boys first, but it's just because yeah, once
She's
again,
definitely
this
fine.
episode, so fucking many people and so many things occur to them. Like, so many things were done. The plot moved forward so fucking fast.
It's interesting because it doesn't
especially
inherently
compared to last
feel.
episode.
You say it feels rushed?
it didn't feel rushed, but you look back on it and it's like Jesus fucking Christ.
Didn't feel rushed,
Like,
but probably
that-
was rushed.
Yeah,
Um,
like, geez, they could have stalled it out and people were like, yeah, that's fine. Like, this is a reasonable pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Instead, we got this, which yeah. So I guess I mean, Huey and Starlight. I don't remember if they had things any earlier on than the final scene, really. I guess just talking and he kept the suit.
Stay clear of the explosive glob.
I guess they're sending their families as well. But yeah, I guess Mother's Milk. We'll talk about Mother's. I think that was a really good moment.
Which one?
Him and A-Train.
Oh yeah. I was thinking too.
Them having that conversation. Because
It felt like they connected or understood each other in some way, but still, it still wasn't a particularly friendly conversation.
no, mainly because like Mother's Milk reached out to him to say, hey, risk your life and help us, and A-Train was finally like, sure, and then he finds out that Mother's Milk is leaving. It's like, what? It's like the dude who convinced you to risk your life is now running away. Like, I don't quite blame A-Train, but I feel like he didn't need to explicitly say the child thing, but then again, media literacy, so I guess it's fair enough.
Well, I mean, that's for MM though. It's not
Like
for the
everything
audience.
he
I think
said
we
there,
get
I think if you, yeah, like if you just looked at the scene, understood how plot goes and that him as a character, it was all obvious, right?
Yeah, it was
But,
obvious,
like,
but like that's him talking to MM, not the audience.
Catch me if you can.
no, yeah and no. Everything is said for the sake of the audience, right? Like that's how it.
I
Like,
get,
whether
okay,
it's
I
to
guess so.
progress
Because
the
I was about
plot
to
or
say, obviously he
elaborate
said that
characters.
because MM didn't know that happened. But it was also a way of, I guess. You're right.
guess it was
but
also
I didn't feel like I was being like, I didn't feel like I was being treated
No,
stupidly.
No, and I guess
Not
you
wrong.
could always say that like he only said it to like help convince MM to like come back.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is why I say
possibly.
Mother's Milk. Fucking, that's MM. That's harder to say.
That's what they say.
Yeah, well, they also swear.
They swear,
Yeah.
unlike you.
I am the simple boy. I feel weird saying that.
Yeah, you should.
Hey. Good. But yeah, no. That whole thing with Mother's Milk was cool. He also then got to shoot a minigun, which is double cool.
Yep, it's double cool.
That's like towards the next step. Which I mean, that scene alone is really, really fucking cool. Feels like that's like payoff. Not sure what for, but like it's just been a while since the boys. The boys have never really had a full-on confrontation with the Seven, right? That's never really occurred.
Well, it was really
Right.
only two of them, wasn't it?
Sure.
They've had a
but
number
there's
of
only like
run-ins.
4 left. It's like, and
Well, it was a reminder
I think
of how physically incompetent. Because that's not like hidden. That's like pretty much revealed straight away in episode 1.
It really
like,
is.
what
It's
was it?
really like fucking volatile, like isn't it? Like it's like the deep because you only really ever see him in context of the Seven. He's the weakest or pussy ass bitch. But then compared to just like anyone else, he just kicks their ass. He like doesn't take any fucking damage. And when they like had him and they were like, "We're gonna kill him."
Yeah, okay,
like,
but the thing is, I didn't.
You would get how.
Yeah, but I didn't feel that because the way I saw it, they were already drawing blood. Starlight could have just kept
Yeah,
slamming that
shut
weight
up.
into him until his head came off.
Starlight, yeah, clearly could have killed him. I think is how I saw that.
Yeah, I
with
would
my eyes.
just slam that weight into his head or his neck until it's just gone. You clearly can. If you can.
Well, the thing is,
I guess there's no evidence that he was taking
need to
damage.
do
Like
it,
blood bleeding, internal bleeding is different to like actually damaging
and they
bone
need to do
structure.
it before Black Noir came back.
Yeah.
As well is something which
Which was actually weird. I don't know how to feel about Black Noir after that. In that he's like,
you can't detonate
in the job, on the
Rubini
job.
with fire.
Oh, that's stupid.
I can't read. How the fuck?
Oh, I'm out
Oh,
of
must
here.
Yeah. Like Black Noir being on the job like that. A little bit weird with considering what they've done with him. doesn't.
He's
feel
just like
he
a
can do
normal guy
anything,
now.
even though he, you know, is actually quite strong.
Yeah.
He's properly superpowered. He
He
can
can
fly.
fly.
He's one of the. Not many of them can fly.
Yeah. But he already mentioned he can fly.
I know.
The butcher said, "Oh, he fucking can fly."
I believe in the comics, original Blackheart can fly.
Obviously, it's Homelander.
Well, I still wasn't sure because I remember seeing a comic panel where like they're like some of them are flying and carrying someone else. Might be the Deep, but I'm pretty sure the Deep can fly in the comics as well.
Getting supplies.
I mean that scene is something that I'd seen in trailers, a trailer or a teaser for this episode that I thought looked pretty good. It's like, oh wow, it's an actual conflict. between
Bro,
characters,
how long
physically.
has that been there?
Too long to have not grabbed anyone.
Yeah. Because it was just, oh fucking hell, the new normal guys have appeared. We're not killing this quick enough. Yeah, no, it's cool as shit.
I don't think
Not
we can do
held
that.
up. No, I fell in a death trap.
But today,
Is he healing? Yeah, he's healing, Harry. Deal with that.
fuck me.
How much is he healed?
Too much.
We were not built for a core.
Not one with enemy toughness on.
Right, forgot about that.
So I don't feel too bad about this actually.
You should, there's an omen. We need to do the omen.
I know. Well,
And the core lock.
Yeah,
The
no,
core
this
lock's
is
one,
good. Look, man, it's fine. It's good, but also, like I said, like the other day, we have like a lot. This is something we've got enough experience with this stuff. This is really just a refresher, or in the context, I guess, of like, you know, weak settings. You know, like, it's actually a good thing. Failing isn't the worst thing in the world. I don't want to. I said,
Yep.
Not from that.
And you're dead.
I am safe here.
Oh, you're not. Oh,
Gee.
can I freeze this?
Yeah,
I
thanks
can,
for
but I
that.
really shouldn't have. The enemy's back? Oh no, that was just the...
I owe you one, brother. Ready to kill some more crates.
Oh, fuck, you can get...
Resupply order.
Can we lock it in the game a little bit, or go back to talking about the
I think we need to lock in.
I don't have any secondary ammo. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think
It's always
I
the
just-
worst part about core. It blocks you.
Why did you say lock in? I just anti-locked in.
Here, everybody connect.
Then stop doing that.
Red sugar.
Right, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. You come back, because enemies are coming. And
It's
What we'll
just,
do-
Oh, let's just funnel them.
I will freeze stuff, you will shoot them. Because I can't play DPC, and DPC isn't even that good. And I don't want to unfreeze them. Leaving them frozen is significantly preferable. Yeah. What forward you are?
Hodkin. That's actually quite good for this.
Didn't realize we had another one.
Yeah, I thought, well, we needed it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go in. Stop shooting them if they're not frozen. I'm just gonna go in,
Goo bomber.
freeze one.
You can,
Okay, that'd be easier, wouldn't it?
hunting things bomber. Thank you.
Alright.
I'm gonna put a satchel. Do you have satchels?
Guy here. Another guy here. Jetty boots.
Yeah, I do keep forgetting about them. Bad, because they're
Actually
useful.
changes things dramatically.
It does.
Alright, there's two dickheads here that could get shot.
Menace. Fucking recoil. Okay, bad.
Now.
Done and sweet.
Hold on. Let me damage it before you set the satchel off. Best way to do it.
Well,
about to
you gotta
kill
fucking
something.
kill the enemies at least. What part of I freeze them you shoot them?
Now. Not now. Why'd I do that? Why'd I say that?
Were you in it when you said now?
There's like no good position apart from right beside it in that. But there wasn't something. Okay, that's not terrible. Is it down a stage?
Yes, it is.
That's why you leave. Yeah, that's fine. And that's why you leave letting it heal.
Yes, I'm not the one fumbling this. Alright, there's this. That's basically in the same place it was before. Oh, there's another one down here now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing anything.
Anything.
Even to that one though.
Oh, fucking hell, what are these two doing up here?
It's your freaking nature.
Alright, I want health. Any health
Yeah, I mean.
that isn't on the fucking
Supply,
ceiling?
resupply. You do have jetty boots.
I guess, but even then, look at them. For fuck
Your dash.
sake. I guess actually I could probably drill. Okay, let's go. You can't say that wasn't a pro gamer fucking move.
I kind of didn't register what happened. I didn't realise he dropped it.
Oh, I just lost all the health I just fucking gave. Cheers, fucking call up cunt.
I didn't realise you dropped the
Taking out the
satchel
heals.
while in midair.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just heading over to get that fucking trigger, which I immediately lost all of. And it's healed. That's not good.
I'm just using my poison box to set up a bunch of sprouts to fly. Come on, because this should be done in 2 steps, ideally.
Shit, enemies.
Oh, okay.
To back. And that's it, like, they all die while we're headed back.
It's getting into all my nooks and crannies.
What?
Sake.
I don't. Well, that's kind of my fault. That's kind of my. What are you doing? This is what I call an This is what Richtofen would call an excited utility.
Yeah, someone called competence. Alright. Well, I think we could probably take it out completely. At the very least, I know we have to, considering we are now officially out of resupply.
Lighting up! Climbing to the moon!
Alright, let's freeze this fucker. Freeze this fucker. Shoot them. Where are you at? You're not here again. There's a fucking surprise. Oh, I just remembered to take a temperature shot. It's very risky and I'm not quite comfortable doing it, but...
Take off!
I'm not sure if we can apply this knowledge like very deliberately, but I'm sure you know just freezing the pod stops it from healing.
Oh, okay.
What?
Does that even stop them? Oh, enemies. Come back, and then do it next time.
of me. Thank you, Steve.
Play Steve.
Don't freeze that one. Okay.
It's dude. You not
What?
know how this gun fucking works. How would I go about not freezing that? But without
By
letting
not
all the
shooting.
enemies through.
It would have killed a bunch that were coming first. It was kind of redundant. But I do need a Steve. So
There they go.
guard anywhere? Nope. It just fucking just blew up. Not him then. What the fuck?
You said guard.
Well, there isn't any. This comes.
Look at this guy.
Press this.
We have the
Alright.
means to very
Very
easily
minimal ammo.
have a resupply before. Have enough to. get
Why is it a
resupply.
fall? No, it's not.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
I remember this game was terrible and broken. The radius. Does that actually even stop it?
Is that actually in the right place?
It's as close as I can get it.
I assume that's it, right? Yeah. Alright, I am going to focus on getting enough resupply. We can, very close.
So there is enemies again, but I don't even really have enough fire for that.
Yeah. Want to take a resupply? I have barely anything, but if you can justify it, I'd rather you have.
I got a little bit. I can make do with other stuff, which is filler. That was very close.
Right, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
I may have made him a bit naked.
That's fine. He'll be alright.
They fixed it.
Guess what?
They fixed it.
What?
When you are not the host and you charge a flying nightmare, burning nightmare, and it hits an enemy near you that you take impact damage, it just stays midair and does nothing. But it doesn't anymore. It actually just works.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm so proud about it.
Hooray!
Yeah, like, yeah, good. Alright, yeah, it could be. Let's do the mules.
Lighting up.
We even deposited the things.
No. Oh, I just went straight to
They
get
they
nitro.
fallen to the bottom of a huge fucking hole.
Tyler. No, first of all. Actually, that's actually. Well, I think. I don't know where one of them is.
In the hole.
Yeah, but... Oh, the big hole. I didn't notice that one.
Right side, jetty boots. Yeah. that's the bright side.
I knew I was gonna do some shit like that. I knew it.
I'm just gonna very nicely score it over there.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Oh, yeah,
Just keep in mind, we don't want to send Mule back before we do the omen. Ideally, we could probably use it.
Oh, I forgot we even had the meal.
Mule.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably call it resupply on it. Wow. Enemies. Don't do that.
That being what? Shoot me in the fucking head.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself.
Oh, just! I just ran out of ammo there. Yeah, fucking big one. Big son.
If we discover a new mineral, you think we get to name it?
Alright.
Get a bunch of nitro around. Take that.
Yeah, it's really a lot.
Get more skills anyway.
It's back to the boys.
Yeah, okay, yes. You make a way. Actually, you don't need a way up. Just fucking fly. Just.
Oh yeah.
Who says dwarves can't fly?
Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait. Butcher?
What did Butcher do?
Very little, to be honest with you. It seems more like he's still dealing with the worms in his head.
Yeah, I guess I guess Kessler was a little bit more entertaining. I guess because I noticed like that makes it weird that that character. I mean, obviously you know it's hallucination, but it makes it weird that it almost seems like he's conscious of the fact that he is. Obviously he is, but in the sense that now Butcher's realised he's being much more of a shithead.
Yeah, he's
Being much.
he doesn't
He's
have to
leaning.
try
The,
and, like...
the hallucination is leaning into the fact he's part of Butcher's consciousness.
Yeah. Well, it seems like he basically is using like whatever he can to get Butcher to do like bad things. Right? That's like his objective. Probably because it's like Butcher's darkest desire or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, which is actually I think is very good because he does seem a little bit more. I don't know, nice than usual. Kind of.
Yeah, Butcher is
Mellowing
like
out a bit.
mellowed the fuck out. Like, the final scene being the king of it, really, right? Well, like every time during the episode, he's like, well, because I guess like you know, Kessler is like old Butcher, right? He's Butcher at his worst. Oh my god. Like he is just I don't know. He's just fucked, right? But now, like, he has the evil Butcher, like, right there telling him to do the evil Butcher stuff, and Butcher's like, fuck that noise. He's like, do not tell your team about what you did, and he just tells them. Like, he's made, like, the right decision, like, that entire episode.
Yeah.
Consistently.
It's because he's aware of that. Because I mean, that's what that did. Him figuring out his hallucination completely changed it. Whereas before, he genuinely thought he was working with an old friend to do this thing. Like, take down the soups and realise, oh, that is actually just the fucking back of my brain. Or actually, it's a tumour.
It's just...
Should probably stop this nonsense.
Well, you're the only one that struggles dealing with this kind of thing. I mean, the other situation was just entirely overwhelming.
I wasn't even talking about the game. Like,
Oh, what
but
you
just like
nonsense.
stop this nonsense. This
Oh,
guy
right,
telling
what
me
you're saying. Yeah.
to
Oh, what the fuck.
Victorian breath.
Yeah. But yeah, the final part really, like, it basically, well, it did two things, right? It showed that Butcher is kind of just, he's on Ryan's team. He won't fuck Ryan over.
Oh yeah, I
He's
forgot
just,
about that.
He's just a genuinely good guy at this point in time, at least when it comes to Ryan. That's like his main concern. However, it seems like the parasites really are like a thing. Like the fellow was actively like, all right, if you're not gonna listen to me, die. Like, or at least it seems like he was gaining joy from watching like Butcher go down, right? It is just a question of how like sentient those things are, because once again, you have to assume Butcher's gonna survive into season 5.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's the only way that's possible? And ultimately, it's that whatever that is can be removed, right? Or it's like it will leave, or it will do something along those lines. Like, he won't die to this. It's just a fact. So it's then kind of a question of how did he survive, and it being like a real entity, or like a, you know, I don't know.
The show constantly does weird stuff with whether or not characters want power. Is what I've noticed. In that Butcher, I guess it's actually kind of different because it's not like he's rejecting it. Actually, he's rejecting Kessler, but he's not rejecting the fact that he might have superpowers still.
He wanted Kessler
yeah.
to like intervene against fucking Black Noir, which I think that's interesting then, because ultimately Butcher will not publicly, but you know, we will see Butcher use his abilities next episode. Right? Like that. We will. Yeah. Which it then.
Do you mean? Oh, what do you mean by C? Because this is like Moon Knight. I guess.
Yeah,
it?
you know, it is.
Same thing.
Like,
sexual fuck her up, by the way.
Yeah, but yeah, we have to see Mark, right? we can't just keep flipping between. We've got to see
Mark
like.
was.
yeah, we've got to see the like what happened to Ezekiel, right? We've got to see
Yeah.
not like inherently that, like I don't care about Ezekiel, but we need to see him use what he used against Ezekiel against someone else, so we have an idea.
Yeah, I just wonder if it's going to be Homelander again because like I don't know if they want to avoid I guess although I guess season 3 didn't end with Butcher and Homelander fighting.
No, it ended up with them fighting together.
But it's more like to
Boy.
be Newman, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think ultimately because we know the plague isn't gonna. Chances are the plague is gonna kill someone, but it won't be her, right? Like, something's gonna happen. Someone else is gonna get shot. I don't know who I would hope it would be. Probably someone in the
Maybe
seven.
Jetty Boots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just had a
Oh,
weird
this
thought.
is
Not necessarily. I don't think this is going to happen, but something about fucking if Newman like, tries to pop Butcher or something, she just accidentally pops the tumor instead. She just
Yeah, I guess. Or that she
just
can't like
ignored me.
lock on or something. Like
Lock in.
Yeah. Oh, like a icicle from the ceiling has dropped down and it's protecting me from the bees.
Obstacle. That's actually lit. It's amazing.
Yeah.
What you want, baby? All right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Let's kill the.
Oh, Bert's found me. Ooh. And yeah, it's not breaking it either, so I'm basically completely protected.
Yeah, which
while
is
we
like-
kill the Bert.
It would kill that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Shoot
what
the
happened
Bert
here.
thing, Harry.
Look how close the.
We don't need to kill the bottom one.
I know.
Really, right?
Yeah, but the heavy burst ignoring me is like, so I'm taking from that.
Right.
I don't know why it's ignoring me. There's no evident reason.
This is the best option I have. Come back to you though. Yeah, so and obviously, well, it turns out it's not going to be the election how it's going to end, but it's going to be politics. It's going to be the attempted assassination of just the white guy, right? Like the other dude, the old, like,
Singer.
the-
Yeah.
just which ultimately I think he will die. I think they will kill him, but Newman will also die, and Homelander will be like the only guy left. Really, I'm still completely convinced that going into season 5, Homelander is going to be in charge. Because I think the nuance of Homelander being America is going to get rubbed even thinner, and he's literally going to become the president of America. Like I think that is a very natural, not subtle way
honestly,
of
this
his,
whole
like,
thing-
character progressing.
I'm sure you'll agree with this because I think this makes perfect sense. It's like these last 2 episodes. It's like they split Herogasm into 2.
Yeah,
One was
because,
just
like,
Herogasm, and one was,
one was the
the reason
gasm.
why
The other one was
the
a
hero.
hero.
I guess so. Yeah, that's not a bad way of putting it.
Had the cool action scene. The other one didn't.
Yeah,
Had the weird sex scene.
there's still a lot more than just fight scene though.
Yeah, obviously.
Like a lot more.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the point I've been keep saying, Harry, is so much more. The fight scene is honestly probably the most insignificant part of it, ultimately.
Yeah, I guess it was
because,
kind of
like,
weird that, like,
the characters
kind of
didn't
out of
progress or
nowhere, Homelander just decided to do that.
Well, because the only reason why, the only reason why he didn't just like go and like do that is because Smart Woman was like, it's a bad idea. Like they will out everything we've done, and then he just did it anyway. Because now, I find it slightly weird, and this is another thing. It's like just at the end of the previous episode, fucking what was the bloody name? The Firecracker, like essentially gained control over Homelander.
Yeah, but I guess you just didn't
at the
know.
very end. But yeah,
But
like,
it kind of makes you feel
instantly.
pointless. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's like what like why like if she doesn't have control over him, then why bother? I guess it was just to drive a wedge between him and the
Mage.
Smart Woman
Yeah.
even more, which
Yeah.
was not really needed considering he already hated the fact that she was smarter than him and did tell him what to do.
It was becoming clear. I mean, it was clearly, well, it was clearly a thing they were
Instantly.
building on from the start, but it was becoming clearer and clearer that he was just getting annoyed with her, basically.
Well, he was getting annoyed at everyone for being super stupid and only ever doing what he says. He wanted someone smart and someone to stand up to him. He got that. He hates it because that isn't actually what he wants. He wants to be the smartest man in the room. He wants everyone to bow down to him. The problem is, him realizing that isn't probably good for many people. Because it means he will now be like just
You have a
probably like
Bulu cap, do you?
no. He'll be like actively fucking shit over.
Right, found
Trying
it.
to bottle that hole.
Fly me to the moon.
But I guess like Homelander has probably got the least, but also not. Like he was focused on the least, but a lot of stuff still happened to him directly, indirectly.
Yes.
Like because I guess we'll talk about Fort now because there's not really any more of the boys. But yeah, there's the 6.
The 6. Less now. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it is because of A-Train. God, fucking hell!
And
I mean,
Sage.
that's what I mean. Well, Sage had already.
Yeah.
We'd already talked about Sage. So leaving.
I know,
so
I know.
it's counting. So what does that make them?
But that's
4?
like 5, and then it's down to 4. So it's just Black Noir, the Deep, Firecracker, and
Commander.
wait, that's 6. Oh no, that is 6. That works out.
What a jaw-dropping experience.
I thought it was 7 for some fucking reason. Yeah, I know, but like overall, I thought it was like
It was. I mean, they never had the 7 in this season.
right. Oh yeah, then even like the last one to Lion was kind of the point he was making.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I guess in referring to what happened to Homelander, that's really going to be fucking him up more is part of it. That's not the final one though. First one is obviously A-Train betraying him, which actually seems to have really like shocked him for some reason. Like he actually seems really upset that A-Train tricked him and like ran away. Like he was crying.
Yeah,
type
because A-Train has
thing.
just always appeared loyal, and like that's what he cares about. He just cares about people. Not necessarily people sucking up to him, but yeah. Probably liked A-Train a little bit more than the Deep as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, he really fucking hates the Deep. Because the Deep
Yeah.
is at least incompetent, right? Or is incompetent. Meanwhile, A-Train is something. A-Train can actually run fast. Which ultimately A-Train does seem to be weaker than I would have thought he is. Like, I really thought A-Train would have completely dispatched with the Deep. Which, I mean, he obviously still would have won. But, like, the fact that the Deep dodged the punch from A-Train at the beginning of the fight, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like-
A-Train's riding a pretty weird line where of like speedsters, whereas he
He's like,
it's not that
he's really going quick in like one direction. Right? Like he's pretty good at dashing.
it's like he can
kind of
run
thing.
fast, but that's kind of but he can punch fast too.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Okay,
it's not
I'll
like,
say
it's
this
not like as
much.
fast as he can run.
Well, actually, no,
right?
because I was about to say he doesn't even. I was about to say for some reason he doesn't have like the thing that a lot of speedsters have where they perceive things slower, but he definitely does because like at the end of season 1,
Funny way of doing stuff.
when him and Starlight basically fight, he's like dodging
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
light beams in slow motion because he's slightly faster.
He also like dodged like all of like the Deep's punches and like straight them and like got behind him in this current one.
Yeah, which just shows he's not like actually he's not super competent actually. He's just
No, I mean he's never had to be,
fast.
right? He's never actually been a hero, right? I think that's something that they've exposed this time round, and he even obviously specifically referred to really, is that he's never actually done any hero work, which
But now he's running away.
is
Um,
yeah, which I don't. Well, it's not that I don't buy it, but that it doesn't matter if he gets away; he can be back at any moment. It's A-Train, right?
that's true.
He can go to the other side of the world and still be there when it matters. And I do think that he is coming back, right?
Yeah, to
just,
die.
Like, yeah,
Well,
probably.
okay, he's either going to come back and die, or he might not actually be in the finale. He might just be safe for next season.
This has really been his season, though. That's the problem.
In a way, I mean,
if he's
not
not
his season.
there-
It's just been good for him.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay,
But I
it's
think
been
if
his
he's not
season in
there-
a way that neither season 2 or 3 were.
Yeah.
At least.
Like this is finally like
It was
I
very
guess like
important in
one
season
was
one.
him being a dick. 2 was like, or 2 to 3 is probably like hinting at a redemption arc, right?
But mainly
Like,
3, where there was the stuff with his brother, the
Yeah.
guy, the racist guy.
So it's like now they've finally paid it off. And if he's not around in the final episode of that season, and ultimately I still think obviously he's turned to the boys, but he hasn't done much from there, right? Right? Like I mean, yeah, sure, he like
He's
came
more.
along and
He's
helped.
kind of
but
turned
it
against
wasn't that big of a deal.
Vought a bit more than he's gone to the boys.
Yeah.
He's kind of just abandoned the whole thing, but he's still just like, I don't know, didn't want to let them die or something,
Yeah.
or
But
also
it-
just wanted to kick the shit out of the
He
Deep
just,
as well.
he just wants to feel good about himself, right? I think that's like his main motivation, really.
Main goal is to blow
Which
up.
is a pretty good one. But he, I don't know. He still hasn't done it, and
What's it?
ultimately, he still hasn't made up for the shit he's done, right? Like he doesn't get to run off and have a happy ending yet. He hasn't. He just hasn't. Are you aware of how, like, think about it, you're more aware than I am, because I've forgotten most of it, but, like, how much shit he's done, right? Like, out of the gate, killed Huey's girlfriend, which only really has he, like, Huey forgiven him for, right? And it's like, that's like one out of the unholy amount of things he's done, right? Stuff that we probably don't even see.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't just get to run off to the sunset just because he joins the good guys team against the Deep and Black Noir and then runs away, right? Oh, hello. Didn't even notice he was there.
Yeah, I know Bodkin points actually hit it automatically, even when it was close, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, no, okay, no, he's done a lot of shit. He's done a decent amount of good though. I mean, you know, helping them in this episode, and also
Yeah,
the
they
stuff
did
he's done
fine,
for like
yeah.
leaking, yeah, insider.
Sure, but like
Done a good
ultimately for him, how much risk even is that? Right? Like he could always have just run away.
But he's
Like,
still he's still very clear. Look, obviously it was nice, it was kind of touching, but still the way he talked about the thing with the kid, it's still clear he's still too self-centered to really do things just for the greater good.
Yeah, exactly. That piece of his arc is still to come.
But he
Which
doesn't
is why
there's
I
no
think
indication that he
ultimate-
cares about that. You know, the main... There isn't, really. I wouldn't say. He doesn't seem to be moving towards giving a shit like, more than he does. But I guess he must do.
I think the girl thing is because ultimately, yeah, it's like he talks about himself. Like he's never, like he didn't hate himself. Is how he put it, right? Like when the
First
child
time
saw him,
he
like
himself.
she actually looked at him and thought hero, and that was like a lot to him. I think this is the kick. So I guess honestly, I really hope he doesn't. I think if he goes into season 5, that'd be really fucking good. I think because it could honestly bring him from being like, you know, the inciting incident, the scummy hero that like ruined Huey's life, to being actually like ultimately the hero of the series. I think that'd be really fucking cool. Like if they can, like well writtenly turn A-Train into the person who saves the day ultimately and the hero, then I think that'd be a really fucking cool arc.
I do want A-Train to stick around. I think, even if he dies at the end.
Yeah, that'd be like
He,
a good way.
he is one of the best characters I've seen this. I mean, he is.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the reason why people have done video essays of him specifically.
Who has?
I don't know who, but it's just a video just like why A-Train works.
Oh right, so probably like cinema films or one of them things.
Cinema
Strange
films?
thoughts. Like no, it's like one of those YouTube channels. I think
videos.
no, yeah, more like that, but not.
But they're
him.
better.
Yeah, no. It is. He is up there for sure. And I think ultimately there's going to be a difference between saving the day and like killing Homelander. So I'm not saying he's going to kill Homelander.
He's not.
But I'm saying that there might be something that only a speedster can achieve to like save everyone. And ultimately he sacrifices himself to do that. Like some shit like that at the end. Like an actual straight up, like, what's the opposite of selfish? Selfless. Of heroicism. like to top off his character arc, because ultimately he doesn't have much else to live for as well, right? Which is handy. Like he has a family quotation marks, right, and all that stuff.
Well, I mean,
but
clearly off screen got
ultimately
them out. Like they,
yeah, he
you know,
did
they
family.
left
Like-
their home.
Yeah. But like ultimately, I think it would be better for them if they remember him as like an actual hero than him living around as kind of like a mixed hero, right?
Who? Wait, what?
I like his family, right?
Yeah, family.
But like, I think it like, I don't know. I think him ultimately sacrificing himself is the best way for him to end. But not yet, I don't think. Which maybe is why, yeah, he could honestly like, I don't know, not be around for this episode. I'm willing to believe that now.
I would rather that than him actually. I would actually rather that than him die this season. To be honest, I don't want him gone.
Because
yet.
like, if he just like isn't around for ages, but then there's like background murmurs like in the beginning of season 5 where it's like, in a part of the world, people are just being saved and they don't know how or why, right? Like people in burning buildings are suddenly not in the buildings, and like stuff like that, like speeds to saves just occurring but no credit or anything.
That's the kind of
like,
thing that you would see if he
there's, like,
lives
an
out
off-
the entire series, and it's like an ending like montage or something, like how things wrap up, and like you see on the news
No,
like random saves happening, like a blur. Every time.
Yeah, but that's just, no. But I'm thinking like that's like off-screen beginning of season 5. So he stays gone for now, but then it kind of shows that he is actually becoming a hero, like somewhere else. Which is why if he then returns like near the end of season 5 or even at the final point, you're not like completely taken aghast by his random new introduction. It's been like occurring in the background, like without you inherently noticing. Some shit like that I think would be cool. But yeah, A-Train is sick, and what he did was kind of sick. Also a bit confusing. Like, how did he know they were being attacked? I guess he
Well,
probably heard wind.
actually, I swear it's implied that him and MM came together.
Oh right, yeah, I guess they just came back and they happened to be there. Yeah. Which yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess that's because that's what I thought before I saw MM, and then I forgot that it made sense. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Firecracker's not worth talking about.
Not really, no.
She's just, but she's gotten her weight like back at Smart Bitch, which ultimately I did kind of say it would. I knew she would win out against a smart woman. That's the kind of story it's selling. Like currently,
Yes.
not in the end, that like
Which is weird. It's-
belligerent, racist, American Christian would like outpower a smart black woman. That's just the story it's telling. That it just makes sense.
Yeah,
And
that
then
makes me
ultimately
feel
Firecracker
like
will get a comeuppance. I think Firecracker getting the plague is probably a pretty good contender.
plague.
Yeah. I genuinely think that like
Pull yourself
they might
together.
like I don't know, they might ditch the Newman plan, go for a Hail Mary on Homelander, and Firecracker might take it. I think that could be.
Yeah, I mean, or they find out
An
like
option.
that that's a thing between the thing between her and Homelander, and that's like they use that to give him the virus, just to weaken him. Like, and they know it's not going to kill him, but that's like a more safe way of giving him the virus.
Well, the thing is, you can't really give it to her. That like I don't know, like it doesn't really work like that, does it? Like she would just immediately go out in like hives and that. She would, Homelander wouldn't suckle on her teeth or some bullshit. Like
I need the mule right
there's no like time there. But I do think she's actually the main contender of the virus thing.
Possibly, not a bad idea.
Because someone's got to get it, or it's
Someone's gonna
one of
get
those
it.
things where no one does get it. What show is that?
friggin'
Give me one shot.
Oh, it's Gravity Falls, where there's
Oh.
like a huge MacGuffin built up like the whole time, and then it doesn't pay off. Like it actively gets fucked over and doesn't do that. Which is cool. It was really good, but that's what I'm thinking of. Like the MacGuffin of the plague. Ultimately, they like drop the flask and it breaks. Like it would feel really disappointing and like kind of a waste of time. Especially if they made an entire spin-off show ultimately just to create that. But
Yeah.
I think someone's got to get it there. And someone's semi-important. But
The
there's
Deep!
not a fucking chance in hell is it going to be Newman. Or the Deep. Something I realised is the Deep is just gonna live until the end and pass. The Deep is not gonna die. Right?
The Deep
Like-
is, yeah, I mean, it's kind of easy. It's, yeah, kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if he just doesn't die, and also just isn't the Deep either.
No,
He's
like
this episode
I kind of
made
realised
him out
his
to be
character.
so, like, he's somehow even more pathetic.
The
just
whole
constantly.
I mean, like, he had two scenes which really represents why he... Honestly, the Deep is probably worse than Homelander, like, as a person. Like genuinely.
Huh?
Because Homelander is physically
In a way.
incapable. Like, he was in a lab, incapable of developing actual, like, human emotions and connections to people. He was fucked from, like, go, right? Like, you can say that most of what he is nurture. But, like, the Deep is just a disgusting person. Like, a completely normal person, and a real person you would bump into, like occasionally in life. But, like, it's crazy. Like, it's just hilarious. The Deep is hilarious. How terrible of a fucking motherfucker he is.
Sniper short-circuited my shield.
Well, what's going on here then?
Everything.
How do I deal with all these enemies? I guess this. I don't like freezing fucking. Oh, he doesn't even look like he's frozen. I don't like statuing crowd enemies.
No, it
Like,
doesn't feel good.
we- Yeah.
It does
They
when
don't
you're
do
young
that,
and naive and you think that frozen enemies take more damage from everything. I remember that. I remember that, and I didn't know either. No one knew.
Red sugar.
Oh, hello, mate.
He's just
You got Steve still?
no, I don't have one at all.
Ah, there you are.
But he's just so pathetic, crazy.
Like he actually because obviously like the two scenes really is the fight scene, where I mean he basically just like he genuinely 100% believes that Starlight like made it all up and that he is the victim. Like he actually believes that.
Probably.
Like, genuinely. No, not probably. Just 100%. You can see it in his fucking eyes. That firebolt you put on it. Also, there's a bunch of cabbages behind you.
Well, I mean, yes, but obviously the main thing is I actually think the main thing is the octopus because he's just like
Obviously, yeah.
he's supposed to actually have a comparable, if not strong, connection to sea creatures than people. So it is like it's supposed to be like him actually just letting someone die. Because he got angry, and he was like worried, he was like regretful in a way, but he was too much of a pussy.
He was
to
regretful,
open
like
the door.
well, he was like regretful, like in the instant. Like he thought she died immediately. He was like, "No, why did I do that?" And then she was revealed to not be dead. And it's like it was played for laughs, but also it was. Oh my god, I thought I had jet boots said that. Okay, this is dangerous.
I'm gonna do something similar.
Yeah, like it's like funny and shows how absolutely abhorrent of a person he is. Because he like let her die, right? And then like regretted letting her die. But then it turns out she was alive, but he would still let her die again, right? Like he prefers regretting letting her die than actually just saving her life. Like he's just such a sick fucking person. I mean, ignoring the fact that he's fucking an octopus, because to be honest, it's not actually that weird for him, really, right?
It's not weird.
He's like,
well, that's the point. It's not weird.
he's like part ocean creature. It's not the end of the world. Like,
Yeah,
if it's like an actual person to him,
I didn't need
if it can consent to him, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, the fact that he did that, and I'm glad it like got pulled out of this like incident. That she was just using him, and that she was fucking Black Noir, and she didn't even have to.
But hold on, do you know who Tilda Swinton is?
I
the
think it rings a
actress.
bell.
Yeah, she's a pretty famous, well-regarded actress, but I guess popular roles. She was the the Queen in Narnia, and the Ancient One in Doctor Strange.
Oh right, yeah.
She voices the octopus.
I thought I recognised the voice.
Yeah.
She sounded famous. Like,
Yeah, she
you,
does.
like, that's like a voice of a a veteran actress.
Yeah.
Because also that's who you would get to play an octopus, right?
What do you mean get to play an octopus specifically?
If you had some silly fucking like thing, like a just or like a you know an octopus who's supposed to be like I don't know attractive to the character, you would get that kind of voice. And
Yeah.
because of the way the show works, you would get a really just overwhelmingly famous person to do it for fun.
Yeah. And it's like he's
You didn't really come in enough there, Harry.
Oh.
You gotta be in the radius to make use of it.
He's basically he's
You
like
got Iron Will.
no. So I've done a scene with I've done a scene with Tilda Swinton now. He used that instead there. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Black Noir thing was funny.
Yeah.
It's just a funny
like
fucker.
it was just like bro, and like you could just tell how both of them were from that because yeah, ultimately the Deep is just like a fuckboy, right? That's what he is. He's a stupid fucking rich fuckboy. And I think the Black Noir is just a dude.
Next time,
So like,
stick to the bloody
yeah,
plan.
I don't know. It makes you there's nothing you want more than the Deep to die, right? I think that's like a very easy, like I think
But
people
he's
generally.
still well, actually, yeah, I guess because he's entertaining though.
Oh
He's-
yeah, but like
kind of.
I because I really wanted like when like he was in that fight, I'm like please I didn't realize how much I wanted him to die.
It felt good to see him getting like,
The shit kicked out of
blood.
him, always good, but
especially. I mean, I would say especially from A Train. It's more so. It's both of them, obviously.
I don't think
More
A-Train
so
grew
Starlight.
really,
No, it was
Starlight
Starlight who
was
did that.
pretty
But
much
I
the damage.
just seem having A Train do
The
that
two
was
of them,
satisfying for him, and that really shows the difference because A Train and
they were lumped
Deep,
together often.
yeah, they're always paired together, lumped together, sort of the same status, I guess, in the story. world.
It's really just a matter of remorse, right? Like A-Train doesn't like what he does, feels guilty about it, hates himself for it. The Deep thrives, right? The
Yeah.
Deep enjoys it. The Deep thinks he deserves it, like that kind of privileged life, like yeah. And it's just fucking yeah, fucking hate the Deep. Actually want him to die, but I know for a fact he won't. He just won't ever die. He will live past season 5.
He will live forever.
Yeah. No, there's not a chance in hell that they kill him.
You sure you don't want to change loadouts?
Let's roll.
Is Cryo bad against
I mean,
McLaren?
I would say just normal. Let's be honest, just normal Cry Cannon is not actually that great against groups of McLaren. But
Come on, guys.
Not
We're
normal.
leaving.
Cool guy.
cool guy. Yeah, because they're always up to you. But then this episode, I guess it makes you realise how different they actually are. If you needed it, I suppose. I already did, but it's like they are lumped together, and it made me realise how satisfying it is to have that come to some kind of fruition.
Because it's almost like if you had to like give them a reason normally, it's like A-Train would do terrible things because he felt like he was already a terrible person. So what's the difference? Fucking the Deep would do terrible things to get people's attention because that's what's like expected of him, and just to do it. And it's been seems like he's slowly been enjoying it more. Like he's actually been progressively getting worse.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
there was a
that's also
time where
the
I think
big
he
difference
actually
between the
did
two.
feel remorse. Like I think he did actually come close to redemption, and then he just kind of like gave up. Like I think that was the thing. Oh hey Cation.
Hello.
Hell guys, how's it going? I shouldn't say hey.
It's going good because the boys
hell.
is good. What? Not for once.
That's what
just
we've been
for
talking about
once.
like the whole
Just like-
fucking time. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Which is just what we're referring to. Like seriously, how fucking jam-packed the episode is, and we've still not covered like
we're
a fair
not
bunch
done.
of stuff.
I mean, I've got the Wikipedia open. I closed it at one point. Don't know when. I haven't been using that yet.
I'm loving
but
the
just in
boys
case we
too at
miss
the moment.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, this is why I'm still on board with it though, is because I know that you get episodes like this sometimes, or like episode 4, which was when Homelander visited, you know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lab and things like that.
And there was the fun farm stuff.
Yes, all that's. I mean, that's good. That was a good episode as well. Just because
It was a really good episode.
mainly because
It's just
Giancarlo
the-
Esposito is so punty.
he is around now. I wonder how that's gonna what's gonna occur there.
And that was the episode with like the Huey stuff as well. His dad, which was
Yeah,
that was all great.
That was a very good episode, but also very simple as well, right? Like it's not like this where there's like tons of shit for tons of different characters. Oh hello.
Found you,
Oh dear.
Actually, that can work.
Yeah, just send me to shocker and that'll kill him, wouldn't it? But when it's all out, I'm gonna have to rewatch it all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rewatch it before 5.
Yeah.
I think that's my plan.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching this as seasons come out, and I really don't remember like the early seasons.
I mean, I've rewatched. I reached what did I do? I rewatched 1 and 2 before 3 came out. I didn't rewatch all that before this season. But I will before the final season.
no grabbing.
Watch everything again.
Let's find and destroy the fruit nexus. hatching
Yeah.
them.
Up to date and prepared. I think I saw a post where it's like the dude who plays Milk and Homelander, they're both kind of up for.
They want to do a movie.
Yeah. Which I think is only a bad idea because I feel like that they might try something. It implies the ending will be a lot more cinematic than I think it deserves to be, right? Like I think we both agree that like the final episode is pretty low key.
The very final episode, I think. But yeah.
Yeah. This week actually has a cliffhanger too. Last week left me seeing Ashley different. Yeah, last week not great. But yeah, no, I forgot. But yeah, I guess it is really a cliffhanger. I mean, yeah, next episode, I think, you know, if everything pays off the way it seems like it is, it's going to be absolute straight fire of a season finale. Like, as long as, like, something occurs. Like, I really do think someone has to die. Someone of note has to die. Because that's the main problem I have with Season 3, is ending. It was, like, a cool fight scene, but literally no one died. Like, there was no, like, permanent changes, like, in that regard. I guess there were changes to like Riot and Swap Hand essentially, which looks like it's going to happen again. But someone needs to fucking die.
Me, apparently.
I doubt it'll be one of the boys. I'd be really impressed if they kill off like.
It's
one of them.
interesting,
Like, if
isn't it?
Mother's Milk dies,
It just
I'd
doesn't
be
seem
fucking
like it's
shocked.
going to happen. Well, you know, like MM's been like through some stuff, like in terms of an arc where this season, but you haven't. I don't think it's been anything where it's like, oh, he's going to die. You know, nothing
Well,
like that.
he just got given the option to leave.
That's
said
actually that's something actually where.
That is, I've seen many
Yeah,
times
actually,
that's kind of what that.
But at the same
The only
time,
problem with that
Probably-
is that
I wonder if
we
like
just
he said,
that,
you know, like
Mother's
he
Milk
said.
wants to do a movie after season
I
5.
would say he might not say that if he knows he's dead. Maybe he doesn't know that he's going to die.
Well, yeah.
Well, the problem, not the problem. It just makes more sense than anything for. Like logistically, in the terms of the story, it always makes more sense for either
Butcher
or Homelander
might
to
die. He might get saved somehow.
Obviously, he won't.
I think the problem is it'll be really fucking like brave and could pay off if Butcher died and like they carried on his will. But ultimately, the appeal of Butcher is like 20% of why people like the boys. Carl Urban playing Butcher, being on screen. Honestly, I kind of miss old Butcher just because he was just a dude who's gone around doing cool stuff, and that's
Yeah, I
not
think
really occurred.
20%
It's not any
pretty
worse
accurate.
inherently, but I need to like stop freezing them because the fire is like within like not killing them. But yeah, no, I mean I think it would be really fucking great. It's like killing off Iron Man, right? Like no one expected it. He was the biggest fucking character, biggest IP, sold the most tickets, shit like that, right? But they still did it anyway. It's a cool story. But ultimately, I don't think Butcher's going down before Homelander does, or at the very least, they're going to go down at the same time.
Yeah. And that's
Although, I'm gonna be
What?
honest. I think there is gonna be a level of sadness when Homelander dies. I think, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
Genuinely.
no.
Like, I feel
Only
worse
because it's
for
shared.
Homelander than, like, the Dean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I genuinely think his thing this season, where he's actually genuinely tried to make a connection to Ryan, like, it has actually made him
Well,
seem
he's
less
kind
of a
of
monster
the thing
to
is
me.
he's kind of given up on it now, and it
Yeah, well,
immediately
yeah.
bit him in the ass. Immediately.
Yeah, he put Ryan on the back burner, and yeah, that, and
Fun,
I mean, that's
that
basically
stuff
the
was
last
actually
thing
funny as well with the
about.
puppets and them turning to him. He's like,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
off
yeah.
script. It's just like I like that.
I think
It
more
doesn't.
puppets is pretty cool idea anyway. Really, like the whole making puppet versions of all of them.
Yeah, I think that stuff's fun, and it still works. I mean, it doesn't really. They probably wouldn't turn to him and like act. The puppets probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't act. You know, the puppets out like that.
Yeah.
But they did, and it was good. I found that really funny. But it was still obviously led to a very good moment, which is the very end of the episode.
Ryan has taken his stand, and I think if they know what they're doing, he's not going to be flip flopping anymore. He's chosen Butcher. Ultimately, he's chosen his mother, right? He's chosen to honor her memory and thoughts and feelings, as what the speech was about. That Vought is wrong, Homelander is wrong, and that Billy's a good guy, which I always forget his name, Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy Butcher.
Billy Butcher.
But yeah, and that was cool. It was a really cool moment because then obviously Butcher was there in the fucking bar, like going, "Yeah."
It was nice. That was actually nice. Looks like he was saying it to Kessler as well. I don't know why he's I don't know why he's lying though about that. Obviously, Starlight
About
noticed when he's like basically.
I don't know.
When he was like, Kessler when he's used the name and he's like, "What's that?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, come on.
I mean,
okay,
Butcher just doesn't open up, right?
No, he knows.
That's just a thing.
He knows that she's not like that stupid. He's just like he just can't be asked. I think is what it comes down to. He knows he said that, and he knows that. Yeah, he's not like. Obviously, he knows he said that, but he knows that she heard that. He's not like he doesn't think he can get away with that. He just can't be asked. He just can't. Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I think it's just who his character is. It'd be weirder if he did open up to her. It also seems like, I don't know, actually no, it's not like a mystery.
Also, was she
like,
false at that point, clone, whatever?
Yeah, I think she would have been.
Maybe part of him knew.
It was at the bar when she like took the autograph. Like,
Yes,
it
well,
would have been around then.
Then she wasn't though, unless she went to the bathroom.
Then she went to the bathroom.
Did she though?
Yeah.
Did she though?
I mean, did she though?
I didn't know to go into the bathroom, but if she did, that would make it obvious.
I don't know, but she had to have because that's when she got taken. It was outside of a bathroom, or it should look like it was. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Starlight being in that situation because I assume it's also gonna somehow pay off the fact she can't use her powers and hasn't been able to this whole season. Like it's kind of not been really brought up. But so I think there's a solid chance that this could be irrelevant ultimately. Like this isn't actually there's someone else that hates her or some bullshit, or maybe Firecracker is involved. I don't know. I feel like her being tied up isn't just gonna be like a pointless thing where she needs rescuing. I feel like there's gonna be some like backstory, emotional, or some shit. Like there's more to it. I think at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, next week's the finale, you know.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's like
It's
I don't know
finale where
exactly.
she's basically not gonna be there.
I can imagine certain
Like-
ways it might go. Like we think, oh, Newman's probably going to die or whatever. But I don't actually know what's going to really happen in the episode. As far as like the final, what the climax is actually going to be. I don't really know.
Okay.
Fighting would be and what?
Oh, are you coming to me or are you just
Yeah,
moving forward? Oh, I
I
thought
was
you were.
moving forward.
ran out of cryo.
And you
Great.
immediately died.
Yeah, not immediately, but very soon after.
Well, that doesn't keep me completely safe, does it? In this situation.
No, I tried killing them. Yeah,
Fucker.
but I mean, Ryan isn't exactly safe. He's a lot closer to Homelander than Butcher, right? And Butcher's fucking gone. He's fucking the corpse.
Butcher's a corpse. What do you mean? What?
Well, he's like collapsed at the end,
Did
right?
he?
He's like,
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Yes, he did. Forgot about that.
yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's not. It's gonna be very weird. Like there's not many people at full power. Everyone's kind of fucked in their own ways. A lot of people are MIA. Like, you know, like in season 3, everything kind of came together, right? Like everyone was there, and the situation occurred. But this time around, it's like the 7 has completely fallen apart. 2 of them are injured, right? I mean, at least like no, maybe the Deep is more injured than Noir, but
Yeah. I will say, very. Watching Noir fly is very jarring. I forgot about that actually. That was funny because the fact that they don't know that he's not, you know, the original.
Yeah. Like
Like what the fuck? Why is he talking? What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or flying. Like,
Yeah,
all of it.
he talks. He flies. Yeah, it's,
fly now.
I think actually, I've got another one. Yeah, Black Noir is a pretty high candidate for Game of Blade, because ultimately they wouldn't know about it until he collapsed, right? That's why, like you would get it and no one would know about it, because of his covered up like suit, and ultimately he's not the most important character.
No, he's kind
Like,
of
essentially just introduced.
I think I wouldn't mind that because I would reckon that probably means they would probably do another one next season, another different Black Noir, and that would probably be.
Cation, I thought Fake Noir didn't have any power, so I was surprised. I mean, how you thought that too? Right?
At
Or you
first,
weren't
until they
sure?
talked about it, and he's basically said that he did.
Well, the thing is, it was always kind of like you take him at the word.
I didn't take him at his word. I wasn't,
Lie.
you know, 100% till then. But you know, I thought, you know, obviously there's a moment when he hits that guy pretty hard with that baseball hat in episode
He
1.
does.
Which I didn't actually notice at first. I mean, I didn't remember it that clearly, but I think I probably did notice that A-Train didn't actually kill anyone in that scene, which is important, I think. That's very important,
Oh, yeah.
actually, for his character from like the audience's perspective. The fact that he didn't kill anyone.
Because ultimately, it's like, I don't know, like with the redemption arc, you really kind of have to, I don't know, make them look good when you want them to look good, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's also
like,
not surprising.
couldn't really.
That doesn't.
have
That's not surprising for A-Train though. He's not like. He doesn't. He's never
He's
been
never
the
been
kind of guy.
bloodthirsty,
No,
right?
no, exactly. Which is why it's
Why
kind of surprising
he's
for
basically
Noir.
like the only possible one.
You know, that guy. Kind of. Can't tell if he's really stupid or not. I guess he probably is.
I think he is quite stupid.
He must
I
be.
think that's the fact that he keeps talking when everyone's like, just stop fucking talking.
Well,
like,
okay,
he's
so
like,
hold on.
I need to
In
get
the,
in the character of Black Noir.
Well, there was the narcolepsy thing, right? In the fight.
Oh yeah.
Was that real? I think was that a fake out? It's really hard to
I-
tell because it could easily just be that he is a uber narcoleptic and he just got up pretty quickly afterwards.
I think he was acting.
Yeah, he
because
must have
that's the
been.
thing.
He must have been.
Because narcolepsy had not been brought up like before. Right? Like that's never been a thing.
Well, I guess
Although
what's,
that was
what's
the
really
thing,
strange is that
that was the thing for
if I was
old Black
Butcher,
Noir, right? Yeah, didn't he have narcolepsy? Like people couldn't tell if he was like awake or
well, he
asleep.
didn't have
but he would just be
narcolepsy,
standing there.
but he might as well have done in some cases.
on.
What it was. Yeah. I mean, I do miss.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I do actually kind of miss Old Noir to an extent. And by old noir though, I mean like old noir, like season 1 and 2, where he's just like a vibe more than anything else.
Yeah.
And he's like also very competent as well.
Well, we
I
got
did
fucking
enjoy
killed, Harry.
I know. That's why I miss him, Tyler.
That's why he's a new character, really. Right?
Where is that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's different.
don't even think of him as Black Noir. Actor Noir. Oh wow, another ad. Most of the fucking like things are. I mean, it isn't Cat Eye on. It's some
Oh
fucking
god,
bot.
that tells you how bad Twitch is, though, doesn't it? That we get that.
Delete message. I guess I'll just delete it. They probably won't come back. Block them.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's like we're so.
Donkey, come here.
I guess it's like 2 viewers in or something, and it's like one of them's. The two have
What?
so little.
Well, they don't even appear as a viewer. The viewer count doesn't go up. Suddenly, there's just a bot message. They must like come in, type bot, leave, and they just go through like all fucking.
I just gotta wonder about who makes them originally.
Inventory is.
Some dude, some smelly little goblin guy.
Can't believe how green I was
Yeah.
when
The
I
best viewers bots are so annoying, though. Yeah. Where even am I? I just realised the grabber actually just took me somewhere. Alright, you're coming.
Just got kidnapped. You just
got
got,
deposit.
I did. I actually did. Like Starlight.
like
But
Starlight.
I actually do think with Ryan thing, I think that is everyone.
Well, it still doesn't. It doesn't inherently tell me. Also, I'm looking at Wikipedia. The next episode's called Assassination Run.
Yeah. The next episode is the attempted assassination thing.
But
Oh,
it
you're
doesn't
off.
tell me that. It doesn't. That doesn't. Sorry. Brian's moment at the end doesn't tell me what side he's on physically in the finale. Or if he's going to play like a major physical role or anything.
The thing is, I think he isn't inherently picking between like Homelander and like Homelander and Butcher, right? I don't think that's what this is about. This is him realizing what his mother would want, right? I think that's ultimately that's what's kicked in. That like his mother would not like what Vought is doing. His mother doesn't like Homelander, and he realizes, like he loves his mother. And yeah, I think it's like the Christmas thing is what helped. That and the radicalization of like children on TV, which is funny because
it's
normally
funny.
it's the right wing accusing the left wing of doing that. The ones that are like, oh, you're radicalizing children with trans ideologies. They do the opposite way around.
Yes.
Right? Oh yeah, fucking. I think that is it. The entire took like 2 hours. I mean, we got like maybe half an hour close because we locked in on the call off, but still,
Locked
we
in.
spent longer talking about the episode than the episode itself,
Yeah, I'm just reading
which
the
is actually
synopsis.
not that weird.
And I think we got everything.
Although I guess the doctor getting away or something, you would assume.
Yeah,
he's
did he? I
gonna
can't
now
remember if he
go
actually did it. I guess he did. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he got away. He's gonna go, inform Victoria of it. So like, she's gonna know that they're coming, and they have. I guess that she won't know that they have the virus, but like he'll probably tell her that they stabbed like Kimiko, and she probably knows enough to figure out that chances are they cut off the limb and like have it.
I wonder
Like,
if I
I think
wonder
she knows
if they're
they're
gonna
competent
assume that Kimiko's dead.
I think that would be an interesting thing because that means they can use Kimiko, right? Like, send her in when no one like thinks about her, right? Right, they're like, okay, they're all there, and like Kimiko isn't there. So like, oh yeah, because she's dead, but then she's actually like behind them.
That bitch
That,
is
that
dead.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is.
Kimiko is the best.
I do wonder if it's going to be a notably less Homelander-centric finale. I feel like it might be, because They all have been, especially season 3.
Well, I think that could be the point. I think it's gonna be like Homelander is gonna be like notably overshadowed at every given opportunity, and ultimately the final scene he will snap. Like I do genuinely think this is it. This is it. There's nothing left for him. Right? Ryan was the only trace
Probably.
of like humanity left, and that's over. And ultimately, if you want to actually like give any use to him connecting to Firecracker like this, is if Firecracker does die to the plague, or just by any means, but plague.
Yeah, I think
that will then do it again.
Well, either
Like-
way, I think Firecracker's more likely to die than Sage. I think with Sage actually, well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's hard to tell if Sage is
Sage
out of
is
the
almost
picture or
too
not.
powerful to live. That's my problem with Sage.
Yeah,
I
she
think-
kind of is. Well, I mean, I was almost
It-
happy
it's
that
difficult.
she was fired or whatever, or like let go because I thought that
Yeah,
meant she
but
was
it's hard
safe.
to.
But she's clearly still involved, right, with the shapeshifter thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
And
certain.
she left her her diary behind. So I think that's basically her giving Homelander, her plan still, or like I don't know, something. Like I think the problem with her being so smart is that anything that occurs in the plot will end up being her plan. And I think it'll get to a point where it's kind of bullshit.
Okay, hold on
right?
a minute, because that's actually something I wanted to talk about. No, I think I swear she was starting to crack, and she was lying that it was her plan at that point. Like, I think she didn't know that A-Train was the leak, and that wasn't, and she wanted to, and she was just covering her ass.
No.
I think
no,
the way
no,
she
no,
was, she
no,
was
no,
not
no,
confident
no.
enough. She was not as confident as
Think
she should have
about
been
it.
in that
Any
scenario.
information that A-Train has given them, has that actually worked well for the boys? Like, has it actually gone well?
I suppose that's. Oh, I'm not. That. Yeah, that could disprove what I just said. But I just read her as being very like nervous in that moment. Like she was actually she actually was like.
Alright,
desperate.
I think that's the problem, though. That's the problem. This is the problem. I do also think that her being fired is not part of the plan. She actually didn't expect Homelander to be so pathetic, or
that,
more
also.
accurately, that Firecracker would gain control over him.
It doesn't.
essentially,
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
enough
mean
of
it wasn't
control.
her plan.
Like,
actually, that's actually a
no.
good point.
No, but I do think that she knew A-Train was the thing. I mean, it was fucking obvious, right? She would like stare at him constantly.
Oh yeah, sorry.
like-
Yeah, she knew. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that was obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was more of a question of like, why hasn't she done anything? But then her using him as like, giving them all the information she would want them to have makes sense. That's a smart thing to do. I've seen that in other things in smart people, right? Like, that's a smart guy thing.
I saw I've seen it's actually a green text that's been shared a fair amount. It's about Sage, but it's just like the smartest character in the world, which is limited by the intelligence of the writers. I haven't found it. I know you can probably pick apart most things, but I'm just not good at it, which is not good. I should be pretty good at picking apart.
Well, the thing is, she doesn't seem like she's inherently like smart, right? But she's at the very least like, she's like a mastermind of like planning, right? Like she just joined, like Homelander like just met her like probably like a week or two ago, right? Like there hasn't been much time that passed, I don't think, right? I wouldn't know, but like
Yeah, I don't know how much time.
Butcher. It started with Butcher being 6 weeks in, or 6 months. I
6
don't know,
months.
something like that.
How many months?
Like I think he was like halfway through his
I had
year
that
he
one of
had.
the comments he got on the old Gunner showcase, and the guy was just like, "Oh, this video is like 6 months old now," and I commented on it. It's like, "How many months?" Fucking brain rot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sad. But fucking. The problem is that it's then like, how long will it take until something like, or like it's like, if she's the smartest person alive, because its mistakes are stupid, right? But she got caught out and shot by Mother's Milk, is like, oh, she's clearly not that smart. But also, if she ends up being like in charge and planning everything and never getting caught out, it'll be kind of boring and kind of shoddy, because it'll be like, haha, it was all part of my plan in the end, for her. So it's really like, it's the problem with writing that kind of character, in my opinion, is they either are the smartest person and it seems boring and lazy, but it's all part of their plan, like all of it is part of her plan.
The problem
or,
is,
she gets
it's,
caught out and it's not that smart.
Yeah, to be fair, how I would say is actually very, very ill-defined. Because it's like, it's very nebulous intelligence. It's like,
She just seems to be able
does she
to
have
retain all
super high
knowledge she
IQ?
consumes.
Does she have like a mega fast brain so she could like do calculations fast? Does she have insight like tech? Like no, it's none of those.
The only
things.
thing we actually know is that her brain just regenerates quicker, which I guess is like it stores neurons better, or maybe stores more neurons, like combinations, some shit like that.
She's able to consider a lot of different factors at the same time.
She's like a master of like people work at least, right? Like she could understand a person like pretty instantly, right? She knows exactly what Homelander's like tendencies are, flaws are, and like the reasons why he does stuff. Like she just knows that, which is difficult to say that's intelligence, but I think it's because you know her room was like books. That was it. Her room was like entirely full of books. But I do think she just retains all knowledge she consumes.
Yeah.
Which if you read a book on like everything, that's then everything.
Encyclopedia probably start with encyclopedia.
But ultimately, yeah, and I think with the way that this is written, I think how is the smartest person in the world going to get killed? Answer: stupidity, belligerence,
Stupidity.
and
Firecracker.
firecracker
Yeah.
is why I think that. Yeah, firecracker represents everything Sage thinks is like pathetic and why humans are stupid monkeys that deserve to die. And I think ultimately the fact that she's a bad character, not like badly written, just she's on the bad side, right? Means that she's gonna get her comeuppance at some point, and how else is that gonna happen? You know, comic irony, right? The one thing that she thinks is below her, the little, like, why she's better than all people, the thing that embodies all of those things will be her downfall. That's like storytelling, right? Like,
Yeah.
so
We're a loser.
I don't know. I've got a lot of theories. At this point, even, whatever occurs, I've probably thought about it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Like-
see. I mean, really, what it comes down to is the state that the world is in when when the season's
I think
over.
it was really cool that there were like everyone's like shit's about to go down.
Oh, that was
like,
actually a really cool
everyone
moment. Was
is-
well, not a cool moment, but like a poignant. It stuck out to me. Was although.
It's like Mother's Milk and
Hold on a
Starlight
minute.
with
Oh,
her
for
mum
fuck's sake!
were the
No,
two
no, 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 no,
times.
no, no. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to rejig my brain. So I think it happened. I thought it was a thing from Starlight, and I couldn't remember if it happened before or after she got swapped. Before, I think it was earlier on in the
before.
episode when Huey.
She only got swapped like really nearly every.
I know. I just I
it was
missed.
not that big of a twist.
I misplaced the conversation I'm remembering, which is from earlier on. It's right after.
But that is
She talked to
when
her
they
mum.
found out. Yeah, that is when Huey and they had a conversation about the dress,
They
thing,
talked
which makes me think that like they had to have been tapping her or was there to hear that.
Yeah, but either
or,
way,
like,
it was
in memory kind of thing.
in that moment when they were talking about it, like they were talking about the abortion, for example. She said that she didn't want to bring a child into a world that's ending, which is like
Yeah.
really fucking dark and cool, because that does actually tell you how they actually feel about the situation, which is that the world's like the actual safety
Well, I
of
think
humanity
Mother's
is on a
Milk
knife's
said it
edge.
well,
You know,
when he was talking to his like wife, it was basically like, if we lose, the world's about to get fucked up, or like the world's about to get bad, and then if we win, it's gonna get even worse. like
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. It's like ultimately they haven't ever really thought about it enough to where they can actually win. Their goal has essentially only ever been to kill Homelander, right? Never been to like topple Vought. Like they haven't put any things in mind to like prevent the creation of another Homelander, right? Other than I guess not radicalizing Ryan or like.
well, they've been
treating
trying to
him
do
like
that, and
Homelander.
also I guess also putting Soldier Boy away when they were done with him. Even though I don't think Soldier Boy would go down that route.
Well, what do you mean? Because they didn't. They tried to kill Soldier Boy, but he's not dead, and they don't have
No,
him.
they put him
right?
away though. Literally, he's like, yeah, the government has him, or the CIA through.
Sure, but I don't think they know about.
Mallory.
I don't think the boys know about that.
Oh, yeah. I have to assume. What are you doing?
Shortcut.
No, Tyler, look at the map.
What's all this then?
Went back to the end.
That's it. Shortcut part 2.
I just have to assume that's how Soldier Boy is going to be brought back in. Is probably by the government.
I completely forgot about Soldier Boy.
Yeah, I don't want to because I like him. Clearly not in the season at all though.
Honestly, the woman, what's her name? Like Halsey or some shit?
What the? That's actually a very good comparison. What the founder of the boys, Mallory.
Yeah, that's the one. Similar.
Yeah, they're
like
both
she's
old
not
women.
actually like been in it, right? Like her
the
presence
tiny bit.
has
She was
been
in
barely
episode
felt.
1.
She
Yeah.
was she?
Yeah. They like a conversation with like MM
Alright.
in that room and Singer. Like, got fucking up. Milk.
Right.
Or Martin. Martin.
And then like she was only mentioned, but yeah. So I guess the longer they wait to bring out Soldier Boy, the less impactful it's going to be.
Well,
the
I
less
think
time
I'm probably
he's going to have to be impactful.
I'm probably
probably
right
the best
that
way of
it's
putting
going to
it.
be done by the government who would like try and stop Homelander. But it's going to be he's going to be brought out, but not just the boys want to. Not
Yeah,
because
they're
Homelander
not
wants to
gonna
either.
say it.
It's going to be completely like third party, and it's just going to fuck everyone's day up.
I also think that like he won't be himself. I think is also fair. I feel like Soldier Boy's
that would be a
arc
shame.
is done.
Yeah, it would be a shame because I like him, so it would basically render him like performance.
Yeah, for all intensive purposes.
So he's just like a zombie.
Yeah.
He's like an evil super.
But like he's like a cyborg or some bullshit.
Most likely.
Which I think would also be kind of cool. But, he's like already
I think
stacked for some reason, and then you give him like a laser eye.
it's quite likely actually that he's probably just going to get killed by Homelander.
Well, it was.
Prove that, or prove something. It's like a moment of like desperation, where Homelander just all of a sudden, I don't know if he's gone through some kind of upgrade somehow, or he's just locked in. But he
I
just
think
kills
there
Soldier
might
Boy.
be like, there's like maybe like a fucking chance that like Homeland can hold him back this whole time, like some shit like that.
Well, I think if Homelander learned how to fight, that would make
Well,
a
he's never
weirdly
going to
big
bother to do
difference.
that. He always, I think he always assumes that he knows how to fight and that he's the best around.
And
no
that's
one's
why
gonna get him
Maeve
down.
probably would have won if their fight was able to play out.
Yeah, which I'm not sure if it's of note that what's her name? Smart Woman's diary had like Maeve on it. Like
I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's like ultimately she is never actually been working with Homelander, really. Like she's always saw him for what he is and hated him, and everything that has been like planning along is ultimately been trying to like invalidate him or expose him. I don't know. I feel like Sage is obviously her plan has not crumbled. It is not falling apart. It is still in motion, and I'm wondering what it is going to be. And I'm looking forward to the next episode by like a lot.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty fucking hype. I do wonder if Maeve will ever come back. I enjoy the character. I think isn't
In the toilet.
Harry, you'll know this before you go. Isn't her character like written out because the actress just left, right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even inherently a story thing. Like the actress was like, I'm done.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know how
So
100%.
unlikely Maeve will come back.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Harry's percent, percent. Well, I don't think talk about the boys anymore than that. Is what I said like 10, 20 minutes ago. Man when some be coming around the mountain. Coming round the mountain, coming round the mountain, when do you come? Doobie 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 doo. Doobie 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 doo. Oh, yeah, didn't realise the finale was next week either. That went by fast. Yeah. I mean, it went by pretty slow at the beginning. Like it felt like the first couple of episodes. It's like, wow, we're only like halfway through. Damn, this is going well. Like, so much is happening, such a slow pace. And then all of a sudden we're at the end. Now it's just like instantly. But yeah, it's not even a week, obviously, because it comes out Thursdays. So.
Who are you talking to?
Had Ion.
About what? Pretty gay shit.
That's so rude.
I've just realised
Something
what we should be
only-
doing.
What should we be doing?
I should have switched to a different season at some point.
Right. I guess I haven't done a meteor in ages.
I'm going to switch to season 4, and we'll just do. Because what you're supposed to do is missions in infected areas. But no, you don't
Yeah.
have to do outbreaks.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't.
No. Well, I think you can get small meteors on them.
God, small meteors. Yeah, no, that they've been like the corruptor has been appearing, but meteors hard
I
non-existent.
think I had one.
Yeah, but that's still like crazy, right?
I had one. No, we can do
We've
the
had like two
same mission we were going to do
Tom
as well.
things.
Yeah, I mean, I had one yesterday as well. I didn't actually be doing it. I'm just gonna stay with this build.
Deep scan, corrupted thing. What's all this then?
It's a collage of ideas.
What'll it be then, Shia?
I guess the worst part about this is that I am, it's season 4.
Not bad.
Performance pass wise.
But a reclaimable reward.
More shine.
Oh, it still says season 5 for me. Oh yeah, because it is still 5 for me.
It is still 5 for you,
Hooray!
you cunt.
We've
Um,
got a job.
I think I thought of 2 things. I know one of them, but I want to remember both of them. Yeah, got it.
You talk about the one and the other. Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. I just thought it was just a really cool. I forgot that it wasn't the final moment of the episode. It's your very final moment. That's the Starlight in the
Bye.
basement. But one of the last moments was the Ryan thing.
Mhm.
It's just very cool because Butcher and Homelander haven't been too close in proximity this season. That
No.
felt like it really revived the dynamic between the two. That they were both. It's sort of like slowly zooming in on both of their faces as they were watching it. And they're just their different reaction. Hello, Mining Master.
Yeah, I mean, it was ultimately. It wasn't technically Ryan picking Butcher. Right?
No, that's what I said
But,
that earlier. I didn't feel like it's that strong. as a side
Yeah,
picking.
but ultimately it was Ryan, like it basically
Yeah.
turning down Homelander.
Yeah.
Like he was like, this person is no father. This is no place to raise a child. I shouldn't be here. I need to leave. Whereas my mother, I killed her. Whoopsie.
Of course, he
and
did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Think about that sometimes. All the time, actually. That pretty
Which makes it all
gnarly
the more
moment
impressive.
in season
Butcher,
3.
I think.
Was that not pretty gnarly moment in season 3 when they're like talking, having an argument, and it's like, well, and Butcher just says to him, well, maybe sometimes I can't stand looking at you because you killed my wife. It's like, but I'm still trying to like do right by you and her. Damn, like he's a good person, maybe. Butcher.
But I think
you know?
Butcher has always been deep down a good person.
Deep down, at his core, he is.
I think
he's just been so
like,
scorned by life.
Yeah, like I think ultimately, with his father, he learned to, like show his love.
Ooh,
Wrong, B.
another one of these.
Right, like he doesn't express love. He just like protects people he loves
Why
violently.
should she try and kill this Huli?
Yes, we could try. If it gets down here, I can like freeze it and we can violate it. Oh fuck,
What?
the bad one.
Yeah, I think itself, yeah. Le boucher, le charcuteur, monsieur charcuteur.
Got the shell back.
Really. I mean, Carl Urban's the best, man.
He is a
he's
joy to
done a
watch.
lot.
Whenever
and
he
well,
appears, I realise like how much I'm missing when
Yeah.
he's not on screen. Like,
Clip it or press her down.
like Anthony Starr, like, that's like one of the best performances genuinely ever. Homelander. But
what?
I would say Homelander is
Yeah.
just more likable. And that works in his favour. And that's just Carl Urban in pretty much everything. He's just like even his like dread.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Homelander's really changed for me this season. Like looking at him, like he really
Like,
doesn't
from
see. He hasn't been intimidating, I would say. Other than that one room, right? That one bit is like the only time he's actually like felt intimidating. Mainly because he was. But I just don't think he's turned it on this season really. Like he hasn't bumped into the boys, right? He's only really been surrounded by soups or Vought people, who are like used to working around him.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't been confronted by anyone like other than that room scene.
The room scene. And that
Yeah,
needs
the
to,
room
I would
episode,
say that needs to change pretty soon.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I've always seen it like he's gonna snap before, like if he's gonna snap, it's gonna happen before like the season 5 finale. They're not gonna wait for that. They're not gonna wait that long to have him go off the rails. They
Well, I think
teased it pretty early
ultimately,
on, like you know when he saw himself like cleaving through that crowd of people, which was insane.
Yeah.
And I remember that moment. I remember fucking Hussein at school about it because it was actually that long ago. I was at sixth form, not school, not secondary school, but I remember that moment and the brief second where I thought it was real because it just appeared to me. I actually felt like almost sick. It felt that dire, you know, like
And
something
ultimately,
genuinely
yeah.
felt like something bad had happened.
I think realistically, if they want, like, it's a question of like whether or not they want to give what people want to them, right? People want.
Do you mean like
a scene
audience-wise?
where
Yeah.
Homelander does do that, right? That is something that people want, and I think Homelander will be capable of that like, very soon. But it's whether a question on whether he will go on and whether he will just massacre like a horde of people, right?
I don't know if he will
like,
do that though. I think that's just the destroying loads of civilians thing. He doesn't really have a motive to do that.
I think he does. Well, yeah, no, yeah, and no. He
we got
doesn't.
a corruptor.
I don't think he's not just gonna kill everyone. Right? I don't think he's ever been he's not designed to do that. But ultimately, he, as it kind of mentioned, he is a creature of like adoration. That's what he needs. It's what he wants most. He needs people to approve of him, and he has those people. Those people are growing in number, and I think ultimately, if he gets to a point where there's nothing really stopping him, if a group of people appear that are anti him, Starlighters, for example, I genuinely think that'll be it. I could see that being what the end of this season is, maybe. Like, Ultimately, the shit's gone down. Everything's hit the fucking fan. Like, then like the Homelander just kind of like appears. Like he might not even be there. I think that'd be really fucking cool. Like he just appears after everything's done, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, it's like Homelander," and he just like declares himself resident or some shit.
Kills
Like-
himself.
like-
Holy shit. Yeah, that would be
because
quite...
I genuinely think he's getting deranged enough, and he already knows he's above everyone, right? But he's never acted on it, and I think at this point he's lost enough to where he will just do it. Like he will just fucking like take what he wants.
Anyway.
And at this point, like he doesn't have Ryan, he doesn't
No.
fucking have anything. He will just
I'm taking some of the
do it.
He's got a
Um,
firecracker, or that doesn't seem to be a thing.
Not
Anyway,
really.
we're
And
gonna,
I think he will.
We're gonna... I mean, I've got platform, so we're gonna prioritize the top two.
Everything else, yeah. Which is really why that Satch was not in a great place. Oh, I tried picking it up and it just didn't. Oh, now I'm in a really dangerous place. Cheers, game.
Or me, it's really...
Oh, maybe burst taking with me. Platform a little high. Freaky.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Continuing the fact that ultimately the bottom is the least of problems, really.
I'm gonna keep it real. I really like the smart rifle difficult, actually.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Finish it!
Uh-oh.
Finish it! Oh.
Do not do what I did. Yes, do that. I gotta know now, guys, but have a good rest of your stream. Cheers.
See you later, baby.
Well, I don't know what else you're doing other than playing Detox. Like, I didn't think you had time for anything. You still gotta sleep.
You might have a job.
Dude. I genuinely don't think that's possible with how much you play.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
how high level.
I forgot who Cation was.
Yeah.
Sorry, scratch that.
It'd be even more impressive if he does. Yeah.
Very impressive. Probably just day trading.
Yeah. He's just got tons of passive income. He's like making more than most people while he's playing Deep Rock. I mean, that's the life, right? Like,
God, it would... Fucking hell. Imagine how, like...
it's not
how
even like
good that would
from
be for me.
Deep Rock, so you're not like restricted to play it. It's just you can just do whatever you want. What being rich is, I think. It's what
That's
being
what,
born
yeah, that's
in
what
the
being
Bill
rich
Gates'
is.
family.
Well done. We got to the bottom of it.
You better shut your zip
I mean, I
zip
no,
in your mouth.
my zipper, my mouth zip. My zip
That was
mouth.
that. This probably will be the last game.
Essentially.
You're right. Or we still could get me right.
Well, that's the
Well,
thing.
yeah,
'Cause,
unlikely at this point.
well, no, there's been larvae around, which means we've got a corruptor. Somewhere. Which means I should
Right.
switch to season 3, and we can do probably get a meteorite pretty easily by doing it.
Right.
Maybe we should try and get a meteorite before the end. That'll be it.
Alright. We will summon a meteorite.
That's like
Fine.
that's one of my favourite moments in anything. Was the meteorite
True.
thing in Yogland? No, Moonquest. Went to the meteorite dimension, and they just see a giant ball of fire fall from the sky, in the distance. Very
I
effective.
don't think
stuff.
I really didn't stick around long enough for most of that, I think. I saw them go there, but I think they like the first time they went to somewhere, didn't they like die horrendously?
I
like,
can't remember
lost
the very
everything.
first place they went. Oh no, I do actually. It was Sludgeland, and it was boring.
That's probably not that one.
Found like molten piss like lakes.
Wasn't there Obsidian Pernis Land?
That wasn't the first. That was like the second one. That was amazing. It was just like that moment was just like, why are they penises? I mean, that was something I always missed in the music video, the song, where there's like a moment where it just montages through a bunch of the dimensions and Easter eggs. I like the one where it's literally just like fucking sky. They have to make airships to traverse it.
Yeah, there was like a library and that was like the only thing there, and it's just on like giant stilt.
Yeah.
And shit like that. I think that's the place where they died a ton.
There you are, you.
Oh, it's literally in the room with the error thing. What the fuck? How? It was in the room that we just we did the fucking thing. Actually, I guess it can move.
When the damn
Yeah,
bugs
it's
start
like-
to feel
yeah.
like family,
Uh-huh.
you know it's time to quit.
Well, normally there's normally there's dirt, so it can't move. But on this mission, it can actually go anywhere it pleases.
Yeah. We like that there's no dirt. I mean, I don't dislike it, but is that even anything?
I mean, it both invalidates a part of my utility and frees me to not bother doing that stuff. So, I think it's a very neutral experience.
Deep scan started. Do the same with the other crystals, and we will have the
Stop shooting me, Menace! Stop! Why am I wearing a shirt? Oh god, it's so hot. It's actually gotten hot. Although I assume it's because of the shirt. I want to eat more of my flapjacks. Even though they're not really flapjacks.
brakes over, minus. Swarm headed directly
Broken
for
it through
you.
every emotion.
Sentry gun needs assembly. It's armed and ready.
Just these little patches
Slightly
of
concerned.
maroon.
Because there's no good reason why Mum should shout at me for doing that.
What?
Because
Wait,
I didn't really use anything but
I
like we had everything and we had a lot of everything except one thing, but it's probably the worst thing to not have more of.
which is
The butter.
Butter.
Unsalted butter, because that's the one that Mum likes. We'd have just normal one in a tub. There's still some left, but there is like notably not that much. We enough for like a sandwich you can have. Hopefully you don't need more of it. But that is my current fear. Because otherwise it should go down well. It's
who the
perfect. Yeah.
fuck is joining season 4 games?
50, 55, 87.
Yeah, this guy, I guess. Gem.
No flares ready.
Wow! Wow! Oh my god! Wow! Oh man, I like don't have it in me. I don't know where it's gone. I think we stopped talking about the boys and then I started focusing on the game and it's been downhill heads. Watched anything else recently?
Sentry gun needs assembly. Sentry armed.
Oh? Well, yeah, but not. Oh, no.
Aww. That's to be of note. I've watched more Star Trek. It's there's nothing more new to add. It's just as good as it's always been.
They to kill
Except the
many
fact that,
women,
you know, when
yeah.
I bitched and moaned about the Doctor replacement, the new Doctor's actually replaced, it sounds weird, I can't hear the word Doctor without thinking of Doctor Who now, it's completely co-opted the term. But she's not that bad now.
This
Which
idiot's
is,
going up.
but now I also know that ultimately he leaves, and will leave soon. I think I'm
You're
getting
what?
near
And
the
you're going to
end
be
of season
annoyed when that happens, then, I guess.
two. Not annoyed, but I'm like, oh, okay, so I've just got attached to her again. gone through the whole ordeal. She has a cool. She's different, right? Like everyone's normally like quite wholesome, and like quite friendly and agree with each other all the time. But she's kind of old and woman, so she's like, I disagree with you. And I originally didn't like that, especially because she was racist to Data. But now she's just kind of like cool. She's like, I disagree with you, but we're still friends. Before it was just I disagree with you, but now they're like actually friends. And
Oh,
okay,
nice.
but I know she's leaving. So, I know it'll probably mean Wesley will start doing more things because he's been like completely like he used to be like a focus of like basically all the episodes in season 1. Like he's almost a main character, really, to be honest with you. I mean, he's a main character, but like almost like Picard level, what he was doing. But like since his mother got written out, he's like lost most of his stories. Like the angles,
Oh,
like stories
Wesley.
to tell. Wesley. But still good show. Still good.
Well,
I'll tell you when
I
it
was
gets
thinking
bad.
about something. I don't know if it does.
I don't see why it would. I think that there has been some episodes, but now I'm kind of getting into the feel of things. There has been some episodes where I'm like, that was not great. Like I'm willing to acknowledge that episode, the threat was not that threatening. And sometimes
Spread itself.
he's like astonishingly silly. Like, oh yeah, that was it. Like,
Astonishingly.
I guess it's a little bit like spoilers. Like it just feels like the spoilers don't really matter. It's like a serialization. Like there are plot points, but it's not like an arc or anything, right? Basically, very serious climax to like a character dynamic, like relationship, like with someone with their father. Riker with his father. I don't care anymore. Riker and his father don't like each other.
About
So they're
spoilers, you
working
mean? You
things
don't care
out.
about spoilers.
Yes.
Well, don't worry, because
and
it's a long enough series where, you know, even if I start it, which I'm not yet.
it's not like that was even established until that episode, and it's not like I've seen his father since, and there's not like there's a chance I will again. Like it's just that kind of show. It doesn't really matter.
It's a long enough
you guys
series where you can get
that guy down.
attached and affected by the moments, even if you know a lot of them.
Yeah,
because
but
it's not
this
necessarily
was
about.
so
It's just like.
astronomically silly.
Okay, so it's silly.
Like it basically they were like because they're just like two dudes and they're not well adjusted. Like his father like kept like pushing him and like you know like he's one of those like overpowering fathers who was like also like scared of Riker like beating him essentially.
Beating?
Like
Oh,
yeah, well
Being better than him.
you know like yeah being better than him, having bigger achievements. Like and ultimately besting him in a game of I can't pronounce it. It's like I don't know. We'll just
what's
say
that game? That sounds like something like a phrase, like some kind of game
yeah.
show.
Well, it's
I
like
can't pronounce it.
it's like a sci-fi bullshit. But basically, it consists of you get put in like a sumo arena, right? A sumo arena where you get you wear like full like bright coloured, like Riker was in full bright red, his dad was on like full bright blue, like hockey gear is probably what it's closest to resembling.
Yep.
Except it is very Japanese, so they have to like speak Japanese when they're like bow to each other and stuff like that. But also then they are blinded by a visor, so they can't see anything. And that's like part of it. And then they have sticks, where one side of the stick is a radar to like see if someone's there. Like you point it towards them, it's like beep beep beep, and you got like someone in front of you. Then the other side is like a beating stick, like a big like ball end, like a Q-tip but huge. So basically
Yeah,
they
that's
have
pretty
to like
common in that kind of thing. Though. Even like,
Yeah.
like even if you watch like the show Gladiators.
yeah, it is like that. It really does seem like that. But like yeah, it was like
Or like a trampoline park, you know.
yeah, they just like covered their face in like a visor. They had really tight hockey gear on, while in like a Japanese arena where they speak Japanese constantly to like he says mate instead of stop.
Was it
Because that is stop in
racist?
Japanese. I wouldn't say that. It's just more. It's clearly meant to be like a like I don't know, the future version of like karate or sumo, right? That kind of thing.
The future of
Like-
karate.
And ultimately, it was just completely absurd. Like I wouldn't say I couldn't stop laughing, but I laughed audibly when I saw it for the first time and couldn't take it seriously since. But like the whole time, it was like a father and son talking out like their problems and like why they've never really gotten along, and due to their like mother's death, like the father like almost subconsciously blamed Riker and like stuff like that. Meanwhile, they are flailing around with a visor like blinding them, like doing the most stupid shit ever, and it's like, all right, this
This
is
shit I've never seen.
this is what people that probably don't like Star Trek would like say the entire show is. Like,
I mean,
like
really have haters, though. Especially not anymore.
I guess not,
Um,
but like, I feel like what it's kind of always felt like it was depicted that it was dated and like goofy, and like boring. Dated, goofy, and boring, which is probably everything that could have been described as, because it, I mean, it almost was. But yeah, nah, that's like the worst it's gotten though. And the episode as a whole.
this is why, even if you don't do it right away, I do assume you're probably going to watch the. When you think about watching the original series at some point, at least.
Yeah, the original, and I realised that
Because
there's a dude who.
that's like really, that's really old, and I would
Yeah.
be interested to.
I'm gonna at least try
a
it.
take,
At least try
because
it.
I know it's different. Because like I established when you first started talking about it, that the next generation is much newer than I thought. I knew it wasn't that
Yeah,
old
it's
because
like
Patrick Stewart's not a
1990
fucking
something,
ghoul. I mean,
right?
he's old, but he's not a fucking ghoul.
Yeah.
And he was like, not young at the time anyway. Kind of how I knew that it wasn't.
Yeah,
that
it's like
old.
50, 60 by the looks of it.
He's not. He's like
I'd say 50.
He's like around 50. So he probably could be in his. I think he might be in his like.
Yeah.
There was like a. I can't remember when. I need to find the date again. I don't want to get it wrong. It was definitely not long ago as I thought.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
I think it's
90.
1998.
90.
Oh,
1990.
okay, so 1998 was when it ended. That's why Netflix has it, because it's 8 seasons. It
Oh
should
yeah,
have
it
a year.
definitely didn't start in '98. That would be
Yeah.
like wouldn't necessarily even be considered like old,
I'm gonna grab
That's like
two,
that's like The Sopranos,
Alright, if I grab 2, it's gonna be at the cost of yours. So I literally was out.
I will die, but that's fine.
Then
I
you can
won't.
grab it.
No, I won't.
Alright.
Yeah, something I was thinking about though that I almost brought up was I don't understand. This is the boys again. I don't see why Homelander wouldn't. There's no real reason not to go to the boys like headquarters with Deep and Black Noir, right? Not stupid, am I? I mean, I'm stupid, but you missed something. Why not?
I think Homelander. This feels like more like doing the writer's job for them. I feel like Homelander is kind of scared of them.
He must be.
Like or at least he's not like, I don't know. He's not underestimating them as much as he used to. Although
No.
you say that as he sends Noir and Deep to kill them.
Yeah,
But,
which could have made sense.
I think
if
it's
it was
probably
like
more
if it
likely
was
that
original
he's
Noir.
overestimating those two. Like he thinks that, oh yeah, they're the Seven, they'll be good enough. Even though he thinks very little of Deep. I'm not sure. It doesn't make much sense. I will admit. There's also an argument that you can be asked, right?
It could potentially boil down to that Homelander.
He wanted to just, I don't know, head out with Sparkle bitch.
Sparkle bitch.
Or wanted to like wait for actually no, I don't know. I said because they wait for Smart bitch, but she only came to them because he sent them over. Honestly, you probably should have taken the resupply. I'm not getting much use in
I'm not
coming
doing
to
much
rain.
either. But these guys have got it.
Yeah, this is like a gunner scout kind of thing, really, isn't it? This thing should have died. How is it not dead?
But it kept bouncing on the sides.
Right.
It has to hit like the floor to die. So if it hits like these
yeah,
bits
going
or like the
through the
middle, it won't die. It has to hit it grated like floor. Same with like the little one die as well. Thank God. That would make it really bad.
I find it weird that no matter what time you repair it, it takes the same amount of time.
Yeah, it's shorter in solo. Actually, though I've noticed. I think it changed the playing.
That makes sense. You've got to do it all on your own
No,
and stay alive.
it was right. Wasco would be able to mine the core stone. We've done a lot for that. I mean, I have noticed that the core stone is oftentimes about like surviving until you can find a moment to do the thing, which is kill it. And oftentimes you have the means to do that. Like Gunner, it's especially easy because you just get Roscoe to mine it, then put a shield down, you can kill it. Or if you time it a bit better, jump around a bit, and then put a shield down towards the end so you can mine it. Like,
I just come down the hole.
yeah, now what?
I didn't think about this.
Don't let him flank you.
Molly! I use Molly. Oh! Oh.
Did you take damage from that?
Nope.
You should have done.
No, I just thought I would. I
So
thought
I don't think
Molly
she
was
does
about
that.
to
I
turn
don't think she
into
absorbs
the-
damage.
Order is underway.
No. It's just because like it was a platform essentially. But I thought Molly was about to turn into the cave, so she would have disappeared from under me, but she didn't.
Hello.
Hello,
white boy.
Thomas. I have found a stream. Hello. Hello, Sir Bouncy.
Oh my god, Sir
First time
Bouncy.
chat. Damn good name.
Fucking great name.
Yep, we're demonetized now, Harry. How could you?
Demonized now.
It has one viewer, yes. And if it wasn't you, then it was me. I'm looking at the stream. See if there's chat.
Love that counts.
Ammo taken.
Are you guys on public?
Never felt better.
We are full.
Yeah, I'm about to extract as well, so fuck you.
Get rid of one of them, or you extract.
No.
Why not?
It's too late.
Goodbye, ground.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to
Admittedly, I
switch,
think I pressed it while you were saying that.
Yeah, I
so-
did. I had no intention. I mean, we're gonna have to swap
What an asshole.
season.
I mean, truly.
Arrived. Retrieving the mule.
Yeah, no, kick and move.
Drop pod
Well, he doesn't. You actually have to
minus
disband to do
5
that.
minutes.
I have to manually leave.
Wow, wowee.
That's a pro gamer move.
Jesse Booth tier list.
These jetty boots, S tier. Other jetty boots, B tier.
I mean, I'm thinking about, you know, that when we had them, that shit we went through. We didn't really need them. That's not why we
DLG is
got
a
through
fun
that,
game.
I would say.
No, not really. They helped. I think getting up to the call-up was that did very
Yeah,
good
that was the
for
main
me,
thing.
at least.
I mean, well,
You were
it's
a
us.
scout, but
4 minutes.
So overall, I don't feel like we were. I don't feel like we wouldn't have won. Jet Boots. I think
no,
we were
but I
on
feel
it.
like we
I
definitely
think
had to
we
lock
were
in.
locked in a way where it made us forget we had jet boots because that wouldn't be a normal part of like, you know, our instincts.
Yeah. We just tackled the swarms without Corlock being there, so it was more focused. And then when we fought the Corlock, we
was
went in,
beautiful.
disabled it, took it out one piece by piece. Piece by piece. Where's Molly?
Molly.
Oh, there she is.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
You can't be doing that kind of stuff, Harry. That's it.
Fine.
You're getting
We're in
perma-froze.
lockdown.
No, that perma-freeze didn't last very long. Feels
Yeah,
like it defeats the purpose.
Temporary.
Good work.
Are you frozen? Is that why you can't talk?
Oh, there
You're
it is.
to be frozen in any position.
Hand
like
on
eternity.
dick. Well, would it matter though? If you're frozen, surely you don't feel it? Oh, are you saying?
No, you're not feeling it. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know, like, if in time you are found, what position, like, what, like, emote would you be able to be, like, frozen in the middle of? Not that you'd be
Definitely-
unfrozen, just...
definitely,
yeah,
definitely the
Yeah,
human
I thought so,
swastika
that's what I've been
position.
thinking.
Definitely. When you make
Why
yourself
would
look like
you
a
do
swastika.
Why would you say that?
I'm a piece of shit. Actual answer. I don't. Is this basically the same as if you had a statue made of you?
Yeah, I guess. If you had a statue made of you, what position would you want to stand in?
Yeah.
Sit in, or
I need some
you can-
time
you
because
can
I
use
would
a
want to
prop.
think of something
Props are
like,
allowed.
relevant. Oh, props are allowed.
Yeah.
Probably have a pocket pussy. No, I'm sorry. I'm just plagued with like you know, humorous options. But I feel like I
Really?
want to pick. Yeah.
Wouldn't have known because you're so unfunny.
Holy shit. I want to think something relevant. Me. Are you?
I would say you get frozen right in the book, but you don't be in that position, so it's not really going to happen.
Why do you lie?
Yeah, I do lie. Well, Tom. Well, I'm not going to do what Tom's thinking, but I was thinking about what Tom's thinking.
Tom thinking.
Gentlemen, move out.
I'm not thinking anything. Let's do the mission quick ASAP because I gotta work soon.
Well, that's very in brand with what we were going for.
Oh, he'd be like on his bike. That'd be kind of fucking sick.
Fasten your seatbelts.
What? Did he just say that?
I would say that. I said that.
Oh. I mean, that's a pretty good one, Tom. You were like frozen on your bike. Which bike would you pick if you were to like that bike and you were frozen in, I don't know, whatever, like that is? You get turned to stone, I guess is another way of putting it.
Can it be a bike I don't have, or does it have to be one of the ones I got?
I guess you can pick a bike you don't have.
I got it.
Catty 1198.
And if you know bikes, then that's good. Oh, wow.
I should be sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, or pissing. You're like your hand against the wall, urinating, and that's your
And
pose
it's
for
two
all
different walls
eternity.
stabilising myself as I piss violently.
Yeah, and the stream is also frozen.
Yeah. They find me in a block of ice and there's a separate frozen stream of piss in the ice.
Yeah.
I got one of the annoying bugs.
Ah.
Where's the mule?
You didn't say one for yourself, did you, Tyler?
No, I didn't, because I actually thought about it.
Lying down.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. No. Oh no, fucking data process.
Oh, what?
Worse.
What? That's it. You're gonna get this.
Into.
Well, that's what you get for pulling me in.
Oh! Oh, fuck this cunt! This is season 3. I mean, I know it can still be here because that's not how it works anymore, but that's taking
Well,
the piss.
wouldn't it also still be increased chances for him
I
as well?
don't think so. I think that's the point of season 3 in this sense. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that makes sense, though. Right?
Alright, well, if we want to get this done quickly.
Can't really, but we can because it's such a short mission.
Plasma! That fucking was getting on my nerves.
We got contact, miners. Swarm headed your way.
I'm down.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Let's clear them out.
I guess there is the aspect of the corruptor. It's like, oh, you can still call in the tools to clean it up, even if you don't want to fight it. Fuck you.
Why is Tyler always down?
I fell in a hole with balls.
Yeah. Alright. I'm jumping the hole with the balls.
Bob, jump in the hole. There actually shouldn't be that many holes and balls. Oh no, there is. Jesus fucking Christ. I'll be honest, Tom. You got like 3 egg waves going on.
I'm sorry. Tom is a fucking competence vampire. Just shows up and suddenly we just die immediately. Even though we've been kind of doing pretty good. Actually, really good in some cases.
Yeah, like that time where you told me to detonate the C4 while you were in it.
Yeah, like that one. That was my finest moment. Totally, I'm not going to think about that every night now.
It would be weird if you did.
Yeah. Do you know what else is weird? I already mentioned this, but I
Fuck is that?
what is that?
You probably never met him.
He has met him. He's met him once, twice.
Fuck!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am like 98%, 100% sure now that my stick drift is really affecting Fallout. And it's fucking awful. Well, you know what, actually, it's really affecting Netflix. It constantly pushes up, so the menu comes up. And also, every time that I go to press pause when I haven't been paying attention, it clicks on the restart from the beginning.
Oh, that's default.
It constantly happens because I'm starting to remember now. I'm starting to in mind, but it's really fucking me off.
We got the oppressor.
Hey Tom, I made my flapjacks. They don't stick together, so they're more just like
It's
sticky
meal.
oats.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Hard. It's porridge.
Not
Caramel.
porridge. There's no milk involved.
Porridge without milk.
Butter, sugar, coconut syrup, and then you're like, it's really quick. Well, it's funny because it says that it's
literally being on Harry's corpse. I can't resin.
it says that like the recipe is like it takes like 10-15 minutes to cook, or like 10-15 minutes to like prep, and then 10-15 minutes to cook, and that is accurate. It took no time at all to like melt the butter and then put it in the oven. And that took like 20 minutes. However, it then tacks on at the end. Wait until the tray is cooled to cut. So that's like an hour until you can actually like eat it, interact with it, do anything with it, which I really feel like should have been part of the original time given of like like if a meal takes like 20 minutes, you expect in 20 minutes you're going to be able to eat it.
By time
right?
you mean like the first thing that the recipe says. This is that kind of time.
Yeah, it says like total time. It says like prep time 15 minutes, cooking like 20 minutes, some shit like that. It said like long
Don't call the meal.
and it's like fucking a lie. It's just a big, smelly, stinky lie. You can't even like cut it for like another half an hour. And I guess you like blew on the fucking tin to call it. mate.
This bastard.
Tom? Oh, which one?
Corruptor.
Yeah, corrupt. I thought so. The Vartok's gone. I know that you had an issue with the Vartok.
Oh, he's met the Vartok recently, and he understands it more than the Corruptor.
He's looking at it. What is this? It's like a deer in headlights.
Don't like it.
Alright, we can leave.
Pull the escape pod in when ready.
Fucking hell, that's a fuck. There we go. Fucking hot.
I just realised, yeah, the Toon Caller bought buff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good tune callers.
Hey Tom, you know Toon Caller? Do you know the Toon Caller? It's the freezing thing on the cryo that adds to its
The freezing thing.
charge up. Which why you don't like it. You have to wait longer until it starts firing. Turns out, bug.
Well,
How
the
many times
amount it
like, longer
added.
was it?
It was so it was meant to. This is actually a really stupid bug because it was meant to add 0.2 seconds. Instead, it added times 2 seconds. So it went from half a second spin up to seconds instead of going up to 0.7 seconds. So it's 0.7 now.
Which is so much nicer. Really is. Like it's not a downside anymore, really.
I assume it's going to cause at least some kind of paradigm shift back to Toon Caller.
I don't. Less Toon Caller?
Well, you
Oh,
sort
for
of
me?
did prefer the clean one.
Oh, they're both fine. They basically do the same thing, except different. Like, as long as I've got tier 1 mod, Toon Caller also I can shoot for like ages and shoot whatever I want. You just killed yourself.
How did
with
you
that.
do that? There you go. Get in there.
Strategy.
He ran in so quick. How did you run that far? That looks so stupid. It looked like you
You
like
look stupid. Look at him.
You ever heard of this
One of your
purple
best
dash,
looks.
Harry?
Yes, I have. I use it all the fucking time. It's nothing but dash.
You run fast.
Genuinely one of the worst looks. It's kind of, it's like it works. Like it's a look, but it's awful.
Yeah, but why would you pick it?
You
Like, it's
shouldn't.
like sure, like
You wouldn't.
there's a color scheme, but like so is like shit on the floor. But I don't. This doesn't mean that looks good. Harry's fucking dying.
I took a drink of water and I actually like choking on it. I had to spit it out onto the floor. I'm so happy I don't have a face cam on. You don't want to know what's actually there. We should just say same.
Yeah.
Fuck, shut up.
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't. Got to go to work.
Hooray!
Oh god.
It's a tough day of playing Deep Rock Galactic. See you next week.
Holy shit. What a geezer. He's not actually there, is he?
No, he's gone.
He's actually gone. He's gone.
He's not. We're not gonna load into a mission with him there. We might as well have some fun on the rig until he goes.
Fun on the rig.
How do you have fun on the rig?
If
If only there were a series of mini games.
only.
Heartbreak for me and the crew that sucks.
There is twerking. Oh, I didn't even know I had it. I didn't even know.
Instantly.
I said that. I was on the pause menu checking if I had the copyright thing on.
You boys better be better miners than you are dancers.
Oh, actually, I would like that one. Oh. gonna clap that ass. This is the sound of your ass cheek.
Kind of need to do it in medical gowns. This supposed to be. Oh, pardon me.
I have no idea, mate. Kicking you in the ass.
Hidden gems my ass. Let's dance.
You know, you're not being paid by the hour. Get to work.
A very expensive way of changing
That's
dances.
why I'm doing solo. I want, for some reason, a specific dance. Oh, this is stick drift. It's walking forward slowly.
That's really ominous.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like sprinting slowly.
Sprinting slowly.
Can you imagine seeing that? It's like seeing someone sprinting slowly towards you.
I could probably do that.
Like
I
in
think I'm
full
capable
sprint,
of
but they're just not
replicating
moving anywhere near as fast as they are. Anyway, did you think of a pose?
This. What even is that dance from? That looks like from TikTok.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Oh, we've got 3 burning gloves.
Nice.
Move it, guys. We're going planet soil.
I guess it's just small or big meteorite. Even though I fucking hate small meteorite.
Just need a meteorite to pull us out of our misery.
It could. Basically fills the whole room, one of these missions.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get all the
Did.
My lucky charm.
but I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again. Cool thing. So the Rock and Stone, the Windrose song, it is official.
The company wants them. Don't ask why.
Like,
Find them, still
people
Yeah, there's a Steam
commissioned
post
it.
about it. Yeah,
Oh, that's people go shit.
Yeah.
Right.
100% official.
Nice.
So it better end up in a game.
Might as well. Didn't be quite far from mine.
It was kind of cool because I still haven't really listened to it. I did look at the music video a bit though, and they were on like in the video like a really horrible like green screen of them on like on the Abyss stage. And it's just like a crowd of like really weirdly rendered like random dwarves on the game.
They try a little too hard.
Or not enough. Not the most. It's not the most expensive looking thing.
Alright, can we leave?
Better. Oh, okay. What is it?
Korok sprouts. Let's cut them down.
I'm not doing that right now.
I mean, I
The-
know we're here for events, but come on,
The
man.
corruptor thing was taking the piss as it was. That's
I mean,
just
I like
excessive.
the Call of War, but I would say I can't be doing 2 Call locks like next to each other.
Had a
Like-
not even they were, but it's enough. It was enough.
like,
Like that was the. I don't need to do another call for a while now after that one.
Yeah, well, because it also it depends on how much of a call lock is, right? and the one we did was a call lock.
That was a call lock.
We had like a lot more resupplies than I felt like we had any reason to, and we still drained like all of them.
Get on board, team.
I've noticed Nitro's been
Hurry up.
nice
I ain't
recently.
getting younger, you know.
I don't think he did anything. Could have done. Could be a hazard flag. Well, I swear they said that that was specifically not a thing. Oh, so there's like a big sale on Xbox.
Oh.
I looked for it. Castle Crashers wasn't there. But
Sad
what
face.
was, and it literally had and so I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna say I bought this. Thing. So I have it. I haven't installed it. It literally was tagged as like in like a pink like bubble with like white text. It said "just for you" because it knew that I would want it. It was fucking Wonderland.
Can't miss them. They're big
Wonderland.
Tiny Toons
Ah.
Wonderlands.
Get back alive.
Nemesis. It was the whole, like literally everything edition for £16.
I paid 80.
Yeah.
No, but that's good because I would say it's worth about that. Like I wouldn't say it's
I
like
imagine it probably
it's
is.
like terrible. It's just that like price wise,
Got,
like, it's not AAA.
Shitload because they keep putting out golden keys. Shitloads of golden keys I can get for it. I need to do that for Borderlands 2 actually.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
Can you hear what we've got on this one now as well?
Yeah, I can. I
It's
already
fucking-
mentioned it. Yeah,
it's-
that's
Harry,
fine.
it seems like,
Nemesis is
short
Nemesis is one of
egg
them
are
though.
actually the right way of going about getting events.
Well, probably short egg hunts, Tyler, on any non-season 5 season because season 5 downplays everything.
Anything other than cause.
Up-
Which actually we
up to
got
cause.
very little. We got none of them as well.
Yeah, but
It's
I
odd.
think it's fine.
I've never gone that long a time.
But
Not
yeah,
getting
Nemesis is one of them actually. I do wish. It was always weird, wasn't it? I think there was a time when we were like, oh, maybe it'd be cool if Nemesis was actually an event, not the beta set, but that would make its random appearances make sense.
Oh yeah, because no, Nemesis isn't one, right?
It's not an event, it's not a season event, but it is one of the encounters. Like this is that because it's part of Cave Generation. It's on
yeah,
a-
so it's technically counting.
yeah,
You're gonna be
it will be. It's gonna be more about the encounters.
So Crassus is in there and Hooli
Yeah,
in the end.
yeah. But it feels like because you know it's different on a rival presence where they can. Handsome.
He's handsome, and then there's ugly.
No different.
There is a very huge difference. One of them can look at you. The other one looks left and right of you.
Very mean.
Right.
You're almost through the wave, team. Go, go.
I might just switch to fucking lures.
Give you this one. Don't bother with me though. Okay.
Prove that I res people. I do look at I look at Nelly's sometimes. Like, this is a very, it's a lovely looking creature.
Yeah, it's when I look at Echoes, just objectively, it's got all the features in the right places. Like, a firm snout. Like, because Ripley's got like a little bump.
Do you like
Like,
the
his
one
snout
where it's
is like-
like the one where it's like, wait, I'm goated. Like that one.
Yeah.
Or that fucker
Little,
standing on
yeah.
that big flower.
He's a little EP, but Echo's just like an actual cat with a formed face. A formed face who is now snoozing on my chest.
Nelly is not EP. He's not an EP cat. She's a very paranoid cat, which makes sense. If you like touch her while she's
Yeah,
sleeping,
that's-
she will just spaz out.
That's Ripley doesn't go on my bed because he's afraid whenever I move my legs, and he like jumps up in the air.
You know what's really
That's
fucking
why whenever he
gay?
goes past,
It's the
he goes on
amount
my
of
TV.
poolies we've got and just bothered
Oh yeah, that's like
because
every
I just
game.
got came across one. But I
They
can't.
feel like they've gotten harder to kill, or at least they've just harder
Well,
to
we just
justify
like
killing
it's
at the
we
very
just
least.
can't justify it. They were always pretty hard.
Yeah, well, it feels like they run away quicker than they used to, or some shit like that. Like,
Or very like burrow quicker.
yeah, that's that.
Yeah, probably possibly. Probably not, but it feels like.
Bring it, banger! One sentry gun ready to be
Like dancing, dancing.
armed and ready.
Oh, Nemesis been somehow somehow started digging.
Oh, I shouldn't have started it.
Well, I know if anyone did, it was me. Not, I'm not avoiding that fact. Hello, sir.
Let's get the minerals.
Yes, you are, sir. Hold on. You are Nemesis. Right.
Platform up.
I think I found my answer.
Oh. Not a bad one. We can answer.
Platform. Never felt better.
Well, it doesn't mean killing you in the process.
Oh no, it does.
Or if, like, everything in the universe turns to stone in an instant. Then
Unlike
at least it's
you.
like, well, if he's gonna go
Unlike
anyway.
you, when
Red
Ripley
sugar.
freezes, he die.
Yeah, that poor sword's on his own.
What a jaw-dropping experience.
Oh yeah, like I freeze and Echo, who's on my chest right now, he like stays alive but can't move because I've turned to stone, and he just like starves to death and rots in my
Right.
stone body.
That's amazing.
Sentry gun needs assembly.
Not at all. Very, very cruel and a horrible thought.
You said it.
What's Nemesis going on?
I'm in.
Plasma back.
The ammo.
Crazy how thin their eyes can get.
The pupils.
They will, oh, but yeah, their pupil, like,
Yeah.
Watch out. Hot plasma.
but then conversely, how overwhelmingly huge they can get.
Better not. Yeah, we know.
I got the deposit.
What are you hearing? He is alert.
Maybe we're not gonna die after all.
Hey, Asian Mary. Hello.
Oh. Nah.
Resupply ordered.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Good boy. Cute boy. Shedding boy. Jesus Christ. So much fur.
Seem to be shedding all
Alright,
the
we are
time.
so bad.
I like the
He
webcam.
is.
Did you change your hair? No. I just changed myself into a JPEG. I just. You can get that actually.
Is
at
it actually
barbers.
you?
No, it's Baird from Gears of War, but it's Guy Fieri.
I mean, that is the hair you've got at the moment, right? That's why you're not showing your camera. 'Cause
What?
you went for the Guy Fieri look, and it
Oh.
didn't pay off.
No, not at all. Actually, my hair's amazing.
Because it's there.
Best haircut I've had
Well,
in
that
years.
was not the greatest use of the alpha.
I'll fucking kill you.
You just absolutely decimated your own health.
Yeah, I'm kind of
You're boned.
Boned?
You're in Flavor Town now.
E-bone.
Damn flares could need
Yeah.
an upgrade.
Steak burger.
Fake
That
Sturger.
costs. I talked to Mum about the price of the burger. Turns out, normal price of
What's
eating
the
out.
burger? Oh, the burger you have.
Well, when we went out to the
It's
pub,
completely
I
normal.
was like,
Completely
yeah,
normal.
it's just like now just a burger with chips. It's just £14. That's
Yep.
just how it is.
Welcome to the future. Or the present. Hello.
I guess
I'll be your killer fish for the evening.
that's another excellent use of the plasma burster there.
Hey Tyler, guess what?
What? You did it again, but you got away with it.
At that point, I knew that I had no idea if it was gonna kill it or not because I just accepted that I just can't gauge that for some reason. So it's like, this will either do it or it won't. Either way, I hope I live.
Luckily, it went poorly, but also you did it.
Ain't no hiding from me, Buck.
Yeah. That was interesting. What a turn of events. I remember when I saw, like, quite early on in season 2, I saw a clip of someone where they crashed, like, the drop pod landed through a nemesis and killed it, so it, like, died high up, and basically they got airstriked. And I thought, at first, that was just a thing, and it would have been really cool if they just airstriked you sometime. I guess we got that with Small Meteor.
Yeah. And just regular striked with the normal meteor.
An orbital, like, mini nuke.
An orbital launch.
Orbital fuck stick faggot muncher. Should use
So-
that word.
The yeah, none of them. Outside the pod, the like rock is just magically reformed, right? I assume.
Huh?
Well, because don't they nuke the source, the hub, box rock?
I'm doing my part.
The what?
Like, you know the fucking the Rockpox meteorite, the big one, outside
Big-
one.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah,
you-
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
so-
yeah, that was implied. Yeah, I think it's in the. Yeah, they nuked it. Yeah. I mean, they might not have
Yeah.
nuked it, but they
But
used
if
something
we-
similar, comparable.
Yeah, fuck it.
They just orbital striked it. So
Yeah,
it's just in
But
fragments
if
now.
if we you go back to like this season, if we looked out the window, it would just be back.
It
You
should.
think?
I
Is that-
imagine it would be.
it just regens.
Yeah. Well, no, it. Yeah. I guess that's kind of a weird, like,
When you're going back in time and you go back. And it's,
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's. I would assume it's just not a canon thing for the seasons in general. Like, often stuff is like, oh, it's like a new working centre or whatever. But I think this time, I don't remember from the trailer very clearly, but I think the season selection is like just completely wavered. Whether or not it's real. It would work if they didn't do the the hub decorations. If it was just like, oh, you're just going to encounter like more of this stuff because that's like what you're doing now. It's like the job you've taken on, dealing with rivals of Rockbox. But they put the decorations, which implies it is a time machine.
Ready to kill some more crates.
the meteorite regrowing.
Yeah. There's no reason to
Fucking
throw
GGs.
that Jadis like that. Just end it on a tumbling path.
Love Jadis, love Jadis, love Jadis, love Jadis. Don't know why, but I do love Jadis.
This is a delicious looking green, like radioactive fella. And it's not radioactive, but it looks it, doesn't it?
Platform.
Yeah. This is such a diesel and we will protect it with our lives. No, hold on. Hey!
I kind of knew that would happen after I shot the platform. What OC you got in PGL? Clean sweep, because it's the best one. I mean, it's not. It's RG250, but I much prefer clean sweep. Green mineral crunch. They do look like big nerds, don't they? You actually like not want to deposit these fuckers or something? Put them in the drop
No,
pod.
I went to try and find them.
I need the mule right here, right now.
You sick.
I'm gonna bury them as far
Sick
below the ground
man.
as possible. In the earth. Where no one can find them.
Take me with you. No, I didn't actually want to die. I forgot what I was.
Can be buried with the GTs. Why is there a hole? What's that?
I don't know, it did that last time when Tom shouted at you. Clearly you didn't learn your lesson about burying bodies, gang.
Yeah, I should be better at burying bodies. Though.
No, that's not the lesson.
Well, sure. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Yes.
Egg.
I'll look it up.
Flares recharging. Move your
Yeah,
tin
Google
ass
it.
over here and
It's the last egg.
please.
I think someone's done that. Like thought that like they're always in the same place and looked it up on Google.
Oh, oh. No. Yeah. How many?
Oh, I forgot about the hole!
Could be more than one person done that.
Secondary objective has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission completion.
That's another brilliant piper bursting from over there.
I'll take everyone.
Dude, I'm not like at the bottom.
Yeah, I found that out.
This hole will be the end of us.
Yep, and I'm pretty comfortable in that fact that it was both of our idea.
Just a real
King Coffany.
cacophony?
Yeah, cacophony.
Cacophony of retardation.
Oh. That's what I hear, it's just in my head all the time.
The sound of the music.
Can you hear the music? I can.
Yeah, that's what they're referring to. The cacophony of the word I probably should have said the first time, so I'm not going to repeat.
15 signs are a fucking retard. Are you going to make a
Sign
video about the
one.
smart trigger overclock like the one you did for the pump pack? I will, absolutely. It'll be in a couple of weeks from now.
Just assume there'll be one in all of the new overclocks. It's
Yeah.
a safe bet.
Well, the plan is eventually there'll be one for every overclock.
Oh god.
Not, maybe, well, kind of. The thing is, some of them, like for example, the ones that I've done build chokers, because I want to do it as a way to just use overclocks and establish if they are good or not, truly. So even some shit like fucking sleepless. But that's going to be after I'm done with build chokers again. It's going to be a while. So yeah, it will happen in, but it'll be towards the end. Sage and Mary of the new videos.
Yes. Over here, where the Praetorian was damaging. I hate that it lingers damage. It's fucking blog of shit.
Block a bit. I'm really surprised that the fucking shellback doesn't have like acid. Time. I feel like they would have done that.
It doesn't. I guess it doesn't need to. Projectiles are already sturdy enough. In fact, it even has them. Silly. Silly.
yeah, stationary. It won't be soon. So it'll be like probably just over a month until that one comes out. Or around a month.
Job done.
I actually put a pinned comment in chat right at the start of the stream. Spoiler warning, boys.
That is a fair statement.
Yeah, I think it is completely fair. Hmm.
In fact, it's probably quite bad that we didn't think about it.
Did.
Oh, you put it there.
Yeah, I put it there before we started streaming. Or actually started. Been there from the start.
It's just bad that I didn't think of that. Alright, one more, and if it's not in this, then it's not in this.
Yeah, we don't
Then-
have one
then
a
we
small
can't
aircon
rank.
in an infected zone.
Then, if anything, it's more likely that we'll get one in a non-infected zone. So it works out. You know how fate works.
Yeah, it works in mysterious ways.
No, it's bullshit.
Yeah, mysterious
Works in
ways.
bullshit ways.
Bullshit, mysterious ways.
Just no mystery about it. Very predictable. It's just
Very
bullshit.
predictable
What's
bullshit.
the most bullshit thing that can happen? That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I agree.
Whoa, shit.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 it's all bullshit. Whoa, 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 are you bullshit?
Oh, you're full of shit. Full of shit, mate.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, down. Bow, 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 down. Bow, 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 bow.
You just fell into his arms. It was man of
Oh
the
my god,
the
there's a dude. I really expected a lot higher level.
holy fuck it! I just made a
It
very
actually deeply concerns me that I'm a
cool-looking-
higher level than either a Mandarin player, what I'll call it. And that's, or kanji, I guess it's probably more accurate.
yeah.
And the spoken word is Mandarin. Point is, they're always like astronomically high level, and it concerns me that I'm higher. Luckily, it's not by a lot. What rank was that?
Let's stay us down. I don't know why he's so interested in doing this mission. With that respect, I'll take a drink though.
To rock and stone.
It's just a white pound ridge.
Yeah, dude. Saw the new DLC and it's like, that's the shit right there, baby.
That's the cock slop.
I don't know why, but it's kind of weird that this dude is like literally like the complete other side of the world.
Yeah.
Like that's just like hit me for like one of the first times.
What do you mean?
Like, so dude, he's just sitting there. Yeah.
We loaded into that.
We.
Also, look at my breach cutter.
How do I go about doing that? Oh, physically. Oh, that's nice. What is that? It's the royal one.
So that's that's Ghost Ship Guardian framework with all of the deep skin. Oh, got golden loot, bud.
I mean, that counts, right? Brilliant. This is excellent.
So I'd say it's a big success already.
Deposit time. Sentry gun needs assembly.
Right.
Weapon ready.
Thought there was a chance that Mum might have texted. Oh no, it's the bulb.
My pickaxe.
The bulb.
It's fine. We're safe.
Hmm? Oh.
The
Okay.
bulb.
Never bring an acid bug.
How do I deal with this guy? Drills?
Yes. I remember.
I love huge Bismore.
Huge Bismore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shredder swarm deployed.
What am I remembering?
I don't know, for some reason I felt like... there's no reason to say it. I was going to say remember that meteorites happen during. I'm also reminding myself that. Which is the worst thing about them from this perspective, of trying to find one.
Can't just like hop in, look around, leave. You have to kind of
Yeah.
stick to it.
Much like my balls stick to the inside of my mouth. Yes. Right then.
I would say I've been better.
shit.
Also, dudes getting
I
grabbed.
know. I have to die up there. Like really.
It's a pretty noble place to die.
He fits it. He fits the environment.
Okay, just don't register my fire trigger. Fine, it's not like there's tons of enemies that I need to kill. There is, I'm lying.
Lied to you.
See. Using combat action.
I might have been. Still am.
That was some serious damage.
It was.
So, I didn't watch your video because I don't watch bad YouTube videos. But, what rating would you say combat action is? You actually think it's like that hard?
What kind of rating you talking? Hear this.
Sure.
A, I think, probably.
Is there any warg that's in S?
The wave is thinning out.
No.
So it is the best form in your opinion?
It's currently my favourite to use. That's probably gonna change. Probably not gonna say it's like the best. I don't know. It's very difficult to say best because it changes the ammo economy so much. Like, I might have just said the clean ammo one is the best. Also, it doesn't quite. Its biggest problem is that it doesn't hit. There aren't many like really nice breakpoints that it adds.
Is he like about to die or is he already died? Oh no, that's fine.
I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but the way that you were positioned and just how that went down really looked like you were propelling yourself through the air with ice. Like fucking Scooby-Doo in Monsters Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the biggest problem with pump action is that it doesn't add like any really cool breakpoints. That you really only notice it like from how easy you can now one-shot grunts and how much damage you do per shot to a bigger enemy. Like, I think you can one-shot guards to the face, maybe. The truth is, Cycle Overload is probably the best. I don't know, but it's just like I don't know the spread. I don't fucking know. The weak point one's really good though, actually.
I like
Especially
what
with,
I did to it.
I really like what you did. It looks lovely. I don't know why this looks like a guy with like a neat haircut.
Yeah, I guess like
I'm really surprised you see. You so often just
Jesus
don't
Christ.
see the shit that I see. Like, blind to that. What are you talking about? For things that are far more obvious than that.
It's like I don't know, like a sprite you would see in a game.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Like just a dude in like a pixel shit rogue fuck.
Pixel shit, road shot, road shit, fuck.
Yeah, that's the one.
Pixel
Alright,
fart,
well other
road
than the golden loot bug, that was it.
Pixel fart, road shit.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry to kill some
Rogue court, more like rogue snore.
Got him. Venom.
Robo quest, more like robo breast.
Nice. Hits. Let's go. That's what it's all about
Smooth as always,
in the
team.
tit
Drop by
neighborhood. Salt. The
Gunfire
place sucks.
Reborn, more like Gunfire Beyond in.
I mean, just yawn would have been fine, I think.
Vampire Survivors, more like Vampire Go to Bed.
arrived. The mule has been called back.
Vampire
where's
Survivors,
there?
more like Vampire Snoozers.
Minus 5 minutes.
You got 'em.
Risk of Rain, more like
Um,
Risk of Lane in bed.
Hades, more like me. Suck these nuts. Got 'em. You Hades, though.
Hades, more like. What other roguelites are? What other pixel shit roguelites are?
Risk of Rain, more like Risk of Lame.
I s- Okay. Is
Did
Slay
you
the
say that
Spire one
one?
of them? Is that one?
Slay the Spire, more like stay away from me.
Slay the Spire, more like lay in bed. Rotato, more like no thank you.
Dead Cells, more like
bed cells.
this is the stupidest bit.
I'm on to a Steam page for roguelikes and roguelites. We need to find Darkest Dungeon, more like Darkest Bedroom.
Rock and roll and stone.
For the King.
More like for the bin.
Like Snore the King.
More like king size bed.
Binding of Isaac, more like Sleeping Isaac.
Just it's nothing. That was nothing.
Ugh. Play up. I guess it is, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of these. Don't starve. Is that a roguelike or like?
Nope.
No. It's just what's in the roguelike section on Steam. Well, it's something specific. It's Don't Starve Hamlet, but it's just Don't Starve. So. Don't Starve doesn't have a news page on Steam. That's okay. I'll read that. All right, Gunfire Reborn, like no fire bedroom. That's not anything. It's not...
I mean, it's as much as a thing as everything else has been. One more.
For luck.
Yeah.
Same thing still.
Yeah.
Shallow Border, more like Shallow Burger.
Roguelike, or like good night. That's it. That's the end. That's it. Done.
Roguelike, more like good night.
Over. Put to rest.
Oh my god.
do this thing. Alright, let's get hit by this meteorite, baby. Let's go. Let's go get meteorited.
Freaking.
Let's do this.
This
Let's meteorite. I didn't check if I actually reached that. I did. Let's go. Oh, that was quick.
Ugh.
Sentry done! Go get him, boy! I made a platform.
Swarm! Repeat, swarm!
Oh, bobbits. Oh, bobbits. I have been propelled. I've been getting very lucky in all of my unmanned movement. I'm getting like thrown around by like balls, ground by grounders. Not actually been like damaged by it even really in like a while. Nice. How I like it.
That's the way. I like it.
Gonna like it.
I also realised something which is more conceptual, but I don't like using the same build forever, but I also don't like changing builds every game. I like
That's
just picking
pretty
a build, I think, for a session.
I'm close to that. I don't tend to change builds much. I change classes more than builds in the stream. I was pretty much just using one build earlier with Burst Fire. I was just using one build for one, so I just changed it out.
Significantly diminished. Well done, team.
Well, actually, I just changed the last two games, actually. Two different things.
Yeah.
It actually works, I think, quite well. Like a build for
Because
a
you get
session.
comfortable.
That's a good
also
idea.
It's not boring.
Where's Smalley?
Because yeah, last one it was like the frog bomb from the Barter. This time it's just been the Cryo and EPC. And I don't know, it's just chill. Don't have to worry about builds. You just grab it.
Because you've
use it.
chosen. I guess that is how it works.
There's just like any flaws that come along with that, it's kind of like, oh well. And which has been many. There have been a lot of flaws. This is very bad against bosses and events, I think is also a very good way of putting it. It's Cryo and like Fire PC, it's like Call Up didn't really do anything against. Fucking the not statue, pillar didn't do anything against.
There's recharging.
Fucking they didn't even fight the up there.
Yeah, but it's a corruptor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, now I can't see.
You're welcome. How did that? Why did that detonate? That's not a dog.
Bastado!
That's not a dog.
Like
Hello,
two.
fella.
It's a 2-in-1. What the fuck's going on? There is two actually.
Take it out. Scale bramble eliminated.
It works balance-wise, I think, but that body is way weaker than it looks like it should be. The true definition of going down like a sack of shit.
Who's whopping? What's whopping? Oh, is that
Whopping.
Jetty Boots? It is Jetty Boots. I really haven't heard it enough to recognise the sound.
Disgusting. Get out of
Luckily, I
my face.
recognise the wrist, so I can call it out.
Platform.
The thing is, I mean, I'm not sure how true this is, but I feel like it could actually be like really
Jetty
bad
Boots
missions
is
for
one, right?
finding.
Has to be. It's a thing in a cave. It falls under the definition.
It should be actually, but it's weird because it's I was about to say it's the only one that doesn't represent a task of some kind. Or
It's just Betsy, right? It's just an in-game benefit.
I made a platform.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it in. It's just it wasn't on the wiki, but I guess I agree with this. As in, I feel like it should. The section that I found, I think, should be there as well.
A secondary objective has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred to your accounts on mission
Let's go,
completion.
gamers.
Absolutely.
Here, have a
This is
bullet
gaming.
in that fight. Sentry gun needs assembly. Arm.
Oh, I think a cat fired.
Huh?
Or
Oh,
it's just the
farted.
general aura of
Listen,
shit.
fired.
Consider this.
No, that's cat fart.
Rocking is more legal than stoning. Eh?
Fuck. Jesus. Fuck is asleep and all.
Yeah, it's the worst time. I did see something recently, people talking about their cats.
Oh, a
farts,
cat dog.
like,
Oh, it was you!
kitten farts like
There's
the
a
worst
guy
thing in the
under
world.
my
or something.
bed. That explains the claim there. Or the other one's fart woke him up.
Egg collection completed. Well
Yeah, cat dog.
for the escape
Say hello
pilot
to cat
ready.
dog. Jesus.
I was in a bullshit situation. I'm like, how am I gonna get away? And then I just flew. Alright, let's go.
Hang in there.
I did not. I didn't even press the button. Cat dog did. That dude. Yeah, he did.
Supplies are on the way.
One of them. Get tree climbing halfwit.
What is that?
What?
Oh, it's a resupply.
Drop pod arrived. Retrieving the mule.
I wonder what it was summoning.
Departing in T-minus
Yeah,
5
God.
sorry, mate. He had a hair in his mouth, and I just pulled it, but he had a wrap around his teeth, so I just yanked it against his teeth.
Oh, and he whistled. He just started spinning like a Beyblade.
It is kind of grim how, like,
Do you remember that video that I
nuts
showed you
I
of
had pulled out
where
or
they
something.
like wound up that dog's tail and it just started like spinning? It just the video.
probably, I think I've seen all videos on the internet. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have it all in my database of my head.
Extraction commencing. Good work.
Hello. Well, we didn't get the meteorite.
No.
But luckily, we got enough during the time, so it's not like we're going to be uninformed. It's just we're not going to have as current of a mindset.
This makes sense.
If anything, it might help though. It might help nostalgia. Alright, you need to calm the fuck down, dude. You need to bring your energy level way down, dude. You got it way up here. You need it down here somewhere. Down here. Do you get where
No,
I'm
you
on
bring it
about?
down. I'll be
You
sure
need
to reflect it because I can't do anything else.
Oh. Oh well. Cheers, ladies
look at this-
and gentlemen.
look at this
And by
picture.
ladies and gentlemen, I mean Cat Ion,
What stream?
and I guess Sir Bouncy.
Thank you, Sage and Mary. Yes, the stream is good timing.
What?
Just what?
I just forgot that he was even still technically in here. Like it's
That's all for
crazy
today.
how Xbox does that.
Tomorrow there will be a video coming out, born out of our experiences, both recent and long past. It'd be a good one, I reckon. Probably take some good crack beforehand. That will help.
Yeah.